All right, this is Peter Rupert for the Board of Assessment Appeals. It is April 6th, 2026, and I'm calling the order to this meeting to order at 5 o'clock p.m. Stephanie, you want to do the roll call?
Sure. Peter Rupert,
Here.
Ronik Patel,
Absent.
Paulette Guzzo,
Here.
Catherine Gusson,
Absent.
Christina Kelly,
She's absent presently, but she will be joining us later.
okay. Helene Daly,
Here.
Neil Fink,
Here.
Laura O'Brien.
Here.
Okay. So if everyone would stand for the pledge, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Laura requested that she be able to present hers first. Okay, so,
That's why
Laura?
she's trying to get ready here.
so Laura, what you want to do is to say the appeal number and then give the property address and the homeowner. And then also what you're going to do is you're going to make a motion.
I thought I was trying to remember. I make the motion to accept it first,
Exactly.
and then we discuss, and then there may be
Right.
A nonsensical
I meant to
way.
make copies this for everybody, so this is
Dumb
like
way.
the flow.
Okay,
The 1865 way. Oh, God.
okay.
Okay,
Some cranky alarming me to say.
And I'm gonna go in the order you put them on this
Sure.
form, the sheet that you sent out, Peter.
Okay.
And if, please, everybody, bear with me. I've not done this before. I tried to,
I thought you did it last week. You should
No.
just-
She said.
You're listening, observing. Oh, okay.
so I tried to summarize these as best I could and make sense of them for you. I think that's my job, so. Anyway, so I'm going to start with, this is appeal number 308. The address is 1 Montauk Street. The owner is Alice and Terry DeGranges.
Garage.
I did take French in school. The town appraised the property at
what was the appeal number? I'm sorry.
308. The town appraised the property at $424,340. Wait a second, something's wrong. I'm looking at the wrong. No, that's just prior one. Okay, town appraised the property at $606,200, and homeowner is asking for it to be reduced to $375.
Now, I have 560.
Looking at the wrong
Did they
piece of
change
paper
that?
then. I stapled these together, but, you know, you can staple them in the wrong order and then you're.
They're saying they're not-
You have what, Peter?
560,000,
Is the
the ask amount.
ask?
Mhm. Okay, so just make a motion.
Yes.
for that, please.
So I move that we accept the requested appraisal from the owner at 1 Montauk Street of $560,000.
Okay, I'll second that. Stephanie, you have all that?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, great.
Thank you.
Oh, I know why this is confusing. This is actually combining some properties.
Right, to get into the file.
There's no information
Is your-
online. No additional information. Laura, did this appeal have additional information in the file? Because there's nothing online.
Really?
One letter, but that's.
Are you,
The file's kind of skimpy too, but it does say
you have 12 pages?
town value 606,
Are you in this-
200.
Are you in the scan?
Requested value 560,000. The file
Back out to the,
doesn't have much other than a statement in support of the appeal, which I can read to you. The current land valuation does not adequately reflect parcel-specific legal and functional constraints that materially reduce the property's utility compared to fully conforming residential parcels.
I want to know.
Went to the BA.
so scroll.
Yeah, just wait.
So go to this
Were you able to get into the file?
one more time. This one has all the
okay.
new.
I mean, were you able to access?
Well, I didn't realize there was another scan.
Me neither.
It's really weird that I'm getting like error when I try to.
To represent permanent and local limitations. You mean just like setbacks and things like that? What are they talking about, permanent and local limitations? Noted in documents.
What land are they?
Permanent zoning non-conformity.
Oh,
Yeah, I can-
How small the lot is.
Reach the file.
The owner had to pay a penalty to the lender? What's this issue with this?
I don't understand.
You ready? I'll reread, because I didn't finish this.
Yeah, sure, yep, go ahead, Lori. Yep.
Which is very relevant to the whole thing.
Sure.
The current land valuation, this is per the owner, does not adequately reflect parcel-specific legal and functional constraints that materially reduce the property's utility compared to fully conforming residential parcels as used as comps. The property is subject to permanent zoning nonconformity and reconstruction limitations. The continuing of existing use represents the maximum lawful use of the parcel. The lot cannot be expanded or redeveloped in a manner consistent with typical conforming residential properties in the neighborhood.
It's only 0.10.
Right, but it's and it was built in 22, which means it's existing non-conforming. There's a million properties like that all over town, including my own.
When was it built?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, I see.
I checked with the assessor, who confirmed this. Said it's just the way it is. There's nothing on the card. He says there's no way to even mark it on the card. He checked with Emmeline Harrigan, who's zoning and what have you. And it's reasonable, the way the lot is kind of an odd shape, and the home had to fit within it, so at least you had a little bit of setback, but there's not much you can do. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so Emmeline is saying that they'd have to get variances if they wanted to do anything outside of
Was
the
the ask amount?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
restrictions,
They asked
setbacks, et cetera. which is normal.
$560,000.
Okay.
The town valued it at $608,200.
608 or 606?
The only-
606, I'm sorry.
Okay.
The only part I don't understand is that they had to pay a lender? Like, what is that?
So I'll continue. These are my notes now. The appellant purchased the home in 2003 for $375,000. The property is subject to permanent zoning nonconformity and reconstruction limitations. Continuation of existing use represents maximum lawful use of the property. At purchase, current owner had to pay a penalty of $46,200 due to their lender due to the nonconformity in order to get the loan. Now, the assessor said he's never heard of this before.
I've never heard of it either. That was back in 2003.
And, you
I
know,
mean, at this point,
it was their lender, you know, and lenders can sometimes get away
Who
with.
knows if that was the only reason?
they improve their case.
So the homeowner thought,
Scan.
didn't know how to value this property,
Like, what is it?
nor do I under these
Because I've been using this,
circumstances.
like,
But they
2 weeks now.
The bottom line is, how's
They
it done?
deducted
When you call
that
it,
amount from the
PAA,
land valuation.
The 46,000, is that what they
Yeah.
did?
That's in their ask.
Mine is point,
It's
when,
bringing me
that's my lot.
different.
What's that?
I live in a
That's the problem.
1919 house, very similar to this, on a .10 lot.
Yeah.
Yes, we are all existing non-conforming because of when it was built.
Wrong with my.
And if we wanted to do something over the setback line, we'd have to get a variance. That's exactly what these people have to do too. So they're not in any unique position
And
here.
the fact that they subtracted 46,000, if that's what it is, I'm going by what you're saying, if I heard it right, the land value that the town gave them, they subtracted 46,000 from it? Yeah, they did. That's exactly what they
That's
did.
exactly what they did.
And so that they want to get their money, they want that, no, that's not our fault. I
Well, they're
mean,
not gonna get that money back. They're
they're
gonna
gonna get
get
the money back, but they want the
taxes,
value.
they're gonna get
too.
taxes on that money back.
No.
And, you know, you
Honestly,
could
their land is
argue
47.
that the town's value of 608,000 going up from what it's been is not totally valid either. This property isn't increasing in value in any way that I mean, you know, other properties in the area, we have 15 Montauk, it's about 500,000. 27 is 539, 35 is 496, 55 is 657.
So,
And what are their lot sizes?
yeah, what are their lot sizes, Laura, do you know?
Got a card here if I can remember.
They also did get a reduction from an informal appeal.
From the
Looks like-
informal appeal?
It looks like they got $27,000 off in the install.
That I didn't catch.
Well, the only way they could say that they might have approved it is if everybody else's
We're
lot's
looking
bigger.
for lot
And
size,
their
right?
property.
Yeah,
So that's what we're asking.
But now all of a sudden, that's the last piece of information. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
on
what we
the-
need, yep.
Lots,
Wait, I need to grab some.
4,268.
4268? You found lot size?
Yeah.
Still looking.
The comps that you were just reading to us, the other houses on that street, did they give you, to give you field cuts or anything, where you can see the size of those lots?
I looked them up on their
Oh,
field.
okay.
plans,
And
is
what
I
did, okay, and what sizes are those? That's the missing piece now.
I didn't write them all down.
Well, just a couple of them. Wrote any of them down.
No.
That'll give us an idea.
Let me just go to vision and.
That's a different property.
You're looking for ones on Montauk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't print them all out.
Here,
If I may?
I have to go pull the cards on all
Well,
of
this
those.
one's So
what number are they?
99.
They are,
Okay, well, the 15 is 499.
Land value?
15, 27, 35,
That's a lot.
and 55.
15 is 499.
Yep.
27 is 558.
Yep. 35 is 496, 500. 55 is
So they're
657,
lower than
100.
already.
So they're all pretty low. And they're all,
Lower than any of them.
what's that?
Yes.
Okay.
They're all lower than this subject.
No.
Okay, so, yeah,
One Montauk is lower than all of these.
okay.
Not in the town's value,
The land, we're talking about land value.
only and only, okay.
All right.
So, I felt like maybe it'd be good to give them something, but not much.
And why would you say that? What have they proven, Laura, just to be clear?
Because it seems like this land is not very valuable to me.
Why isn't it valuable?
What's that?
Why isn't it valuable? It's existing non-conforming.
They cannot, it is really squeezed into that lot. There is nothing.
No,
they can do.
it's a very small lot, 0.10. That's the lot, that's my size lot of my house.
Okay.
It's an existing non-conforming lot. Back in the day, in the early 1900s, they were able to put houses like that on those lots. So, we're existing non-conforming, which means that we're already over the setback lines. If we want to do anything on our properties, we have to get a variance, which is what Emmeline Harris is saying in this report here. So it doesn't mean that it's bad. It's a bad lot. My lot isn't bad, but we're existing non-conforming. So I understand their hardship. They can't put on a huge addition in the back. I can't either. But if they want to do that, they have to move. But that doesn't mean that their taxes should be lowered because of that. I don't think they proved their case, is my opinion.
Can you justify the town increasing the valuation?
Everybody got increased.
134,000?
By what?
How did this property go up in value? Just
Because everyone did, Laura.
Everything went up. I mean, the average increase was 40%, so if they only went up $134,000, they were up below the average.
Those lots that you looked up, were they the same size as this one?
Well,
I'd have to go back and
a
look.
little bit below, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, are we ready to vote? Do you have anything else you want to add,
I
Laura?
don't think I have anything else to add.
Okay.
Somebody wants to make a motion.
Sure, well, you already made the motion, so the,
Question of whether we just
all
go
those,
vote.
all those in favor, I just need to look at what all those in favor of
The original.
granting the appellant's value at 560,000, say aye. All those opposed? Opposed?
Me?
Okay,
Yes.
So,
Next.
all right. Next one, Laura?
yep,
Um,
I thought I had.
We should really,
this
just for the
order.
record, we should have Stephanie read the vote
Okay.
back.
All
Just
right.
like the appeal number and the result.
All right, so can you do that, Stephanie? Just read the.
Sure. It's Appeal 308, a motion to grant an ask amount of 560,000. The vote was 050, and the motion failed.
Thank you.
Perfect, thanks.
I have one quick question though before we go on. In this case, the BAA amount, would that be the 560,000, or would that be the amount that the town?
The
Original.
town amount,
Okay, so it would be
We denied the appeals.
right.
so it would be 606,200.
Correct.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay. What's your next one, Laura, so we can look it up?
320,
3690.
which is at 3694 Black Rock Turnpike. And the town has valued this at $649,200. The appellant requested $480,000 even. The appellant has hired an appraiser. And I'll just read you my summary. She purchased the home in 1993 for $159,000. She states that the home is a fixer-upper. It's on a very busy street with a large church across the street. The appraiser, and some of you know these appraisers, I'm assuming, his last name is Morales, says only about a quarter of the land is usable due to steep slope and wetlands and back. He rates the overall condition of the home as fair. And I looked at photos of both, and the home did not look in good shape, nor did the land.
Right near the bee guy.
What's that?
It's right near
the bee
It's
guy.
right near that woman that I had that was right across from the gas station. It must be a neighbor.
Property is an area currently zoned single family, which does not allow for any other type of use. There was a recent sale in the area, 2575 Black Rock, for $430,000. Using a sales
2575. you said?
Correct. Using a sales comparison approach, the appraiser suggests a value of $500,000. The appellant requests $480,000. So I'm making a motion to go with the appellant requested amount of $480,000.
Okay, I second that.
I'll second it.
So, discussion?
All right, let's see, there's an appraisal. The one that just sold, 2575 for $430,000, that's right on the corner of Samp Motor and it's right where that traffic.
That's right.
Okay.
Very, very busy corner, crazy. I mean, that's the kind of property where a car could end up in the living room, you know? That's the kind of location it is. And that sold for $430,000.
439.5, wasn't it? No, I'm sorry. You're right. I was looking in the wrong spot.
Yeah, that's a good comp.
That is a good comp.
It looked like a good comp, and she's requesting 480.
I wouldn't use Bennett Street.
I wouldn't either.
No. Or
Is that-
I wouldn't
Even
use
use Lisbon.
I wouldn't use Lisbon either. And honestly, in this market where there's no inventory, if you can give me one really good comp,
I'm happy.
then I'm happy. And honestly, I think that is a very fair
Yeah, that's a good comp.
We don't know why, but that $430,000 sale was an unqualified sale. Just, we don't know why, but it could have been like within the family or something like that.
Let's see that.
Well, she's not asking for 430.
Right.
isn't.
No, I'm just,
Yeah, I
She's
know what you're
asking
saying.
480.
I don't get too concerned about those unqualified sales.
I mean, when it's the same family name, I kind of question
Yeah.
it, but this is a different family name.
I could be wrong. I shouldn't really say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I was looking through that, and I thought I saw somewhere that if the assessor thinks the price was low when it sold, he'll call it an unqualified sale
Really?
because he doesn't think it's right. Well, it doesn't matter. He hasn't been in the house. How does he know that?
It was an MLS listed sale on the market. That should be.
There you
a
go.
qualified sale.
That's a qualified sale.
I think it is. I mean, I know that he has been shown copies of the deed where the appellant got a mortgage, and he still calls it an unqualified sale. I don't understand that.
But if it was on MLS and it was in the open market,
It was.
then it's a qualified sale.
Well, I
So
mean,
who called it an unqualified sale? I'm
That's what's
confused.
listed on the field card.
But we don't know where that came from.
The assessor has to put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, where exactly? I can never find it on the field card. Where exactly is it?
Well, it's on Vision too. It's on the Vision appraisal thing.
On the vision card, it would list it in the record of ownership.
Where
There's
the
a column that says Q/U.
Oh, okay.
You usually see it when it's like a transfer to a trust or the same family or something, because then you know, like often they do
Yeah,
give a
they'll give them a break
discount.
on it. Yeah.
Are you saying, after the sale date on the field card, where it says QU, qualified or
Yeah.
unqualified? Well, all of those sales, going back to
Yeah.
2000, or 1984, is listed as unqualified.
But most of them were within that Jordanopoulos family, so that kind of makes sense.
Right, and then it was, but still, honestly, 430,000 for that location? I think that's market
Yeah, that's fine,
value,
yeah.
in my opinion, that's market.
I don't have a problem with
I'm
it.
sorry, what did you say?
I think that's market value. Because it listed for 499,000
And it's sold on the open market.
for 430.
That makes it fair market
We're not
value.
talking about this one.
That's the comp, Laura.
No, the comp.
That's the comp.
From his
Okay.
appraisal, yeah, the comp.
That's why you're confusing me.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
problem with, I mean, if she's asking for 480,
how much land is there?
There's a fair amount of land, but it's
terrible.
just about totally unusable. I saw the photos.
the appraisal says that. If you read into it, there's a spot where it says that based on the condition of the land or something. Where did I see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like cars turn, there's a traffic light right there. They've got cars coming in every direction.
The appraiser says that
It's a
the,
pretty small lot, actually.
Actually, I don't know if that's a traffic.
it's not usable due to wetlands, deep slope and back, muddy and swampy, and you add the
bad.
conditions to get in out of the driveway.
I wouldn't have even made it 500,000, but then I'm not the appraiser, so.
If he's asking for 480, I think that's
Give it to
fair.
her.
I do.
It's just,
I don't see a
I'll
problem
put
with
it this
that.
way, what did the town have, in that? 6,
It's 49.
no.
I was just looking at this one other sale.
So did we
The other two I
dispense
would
with this
exclude, those
motion or
aren't good.
not?
Not yet. Neil, what were you going to say?
No, there was one other sale at 2976 Black Rock, which isn't too far. But it's much bigger. It's 1,600 square feet. This house is under 1,000 square feet.
Yes.
And that one sold in 2024 for 727. So, yeah, so
Oh,
this
way
is definitely
different.
high.
Way different,
Yeah.
Yeah.
much bigger.
The town's value seems high.
And that particular house is set way back off the road. This one is like I said,
Right there.
this is the kind of property that someday a car is going to end up in their living room.
Okay, well, so Laura, did you have anything else you want to add?
No, I mean,
Okay, so all those in favor of granting the appellant's value of 480,000, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, Stephanie, so you just read that out for us, please.
Sure.
What's that?
980 is the next
The motion to grant the appellant $480,000 passed with a majority vote.
980, okay.
5-0, right? 5-0, yeah.
Unanimous vote, right?
Yes, 5-0.
yes,
980.
okay. The next one I have is 980 is the property card number. Where's my script I'm supposed to use? I buried it under these papers.
Oh, you're looking for Chris.
980.
Oh, that. So. This is appeal number 980. The address is 178 Glen Ridge Road.
You should say the owner's name.
The owner's name is Vora Abdul Latif.
Okay, what do we got?
Get my, I think these in the right order. Keep moving around. So, the owner has requested, the town has valued this at $704,300. The owner has requested a reduction of $525,000. So I make a motion that we grant the appellant request to value of $525,000. Do I have a second?
I'll second that.
All in favor?
No,
No,
we
yeah.
don't discuss it.
Not yet.
Okay, we just seconded. Okay. So I will go on with the story here. Her arguments here are problems with the home. There's at least 7 windows defective. It's got the original kitchen. It's showing its age. There's also 3 other bad windows. The roof is leaking in at least 3 places. There are ceiling cracks, loose floorboards, 3 different siding materials. Some are rotted. The patio is unusable. The garage door is very difficult to operate. Water leaks into the garage. The basement has cracks in the piping. The back porch railings are loose, and the concrete is failing, and the driveway is dirt. So it's not in very good shape. The prior valuation for the town was $493,010, and they've upped it to $704,300. I don't know the area, but that's a large.
Well, this house could easily be a tear down, easily.
Yeah.
'Cause that area is becoming more and more of a new construction area. In fact,
They're
no,
only valuing the home at 50, the dwelling is 53,600. They're pricing it as the lot,
yeah,
basically.
yeah, and it's,
Correct.
that lot is definitely not worth. Let me just look.
We have almost a $2 million sale on that.
Yeah,
That's
that,
after,
65 Glen Ridge Road was
I
almost.
think that was our listing, if I'm not mistaken, but,
no, the most recent one to sell over there was Compass listing.
I thought Kathy Sierra sold one over there on Glen Ridge.
No, that was a while ago.
Oh, okay.
But the one that just closed like last week, let me just find it.
65 Glen Ridge, the
Yeah,
the
that's the
half
one I
acre is
found.
valued at 667.
Right.
Let me just see how big how's the lot compare?
Well, this lot's what, 4? All right. Come on. God.
323
Yeah.
Glen Ridge also sold in '24. It sold for more, well, it sold for just under $1 million. And the land value was $650,700. They had 127 Lakeview. Sold, is valued at, sold for $1.9 million. And the town has land value at $651,000 roughly.
Yeah, but is that the value now that it's sold for $1 million something? Is that the same value? Because I don't know if the town jacked it up after they sold the house.
What are you talking about?
Town seems pretty consistent that they're valuing a half acre lot
Yeah.
at $650,000 in that neighborhood.
It seems that way.
The last lot to sell over there was 600.
Okay,
Yeah, and that was at number 204.
okay,
So not far.
not far. And she's not saying there's anything wrong with the land.
Is she
No,
not?
she's not.
No.
She's only
But
talking
this-
about the house.
This house is a mess. I mean, it's a total tear down. And, she only paid $345 for that in 2019.
And that's even then, that's low.
So that was,
That's low.
And even if you took the house off completely,
which would
you
need,
don't get to 525.
No. But you get somewhere.
it's definitely not worth 704 that.
That's not worth 704.
That I would agree. But you could argue it's worth what, 600 or so thousand that the others are selling for,
Let's see.
650
Look at that lot.
for the land. But 704 is, total is too high. It's not worth that.
You
Well,
know,
it's her, I mean, she does have, it's a home, I mean, she's living in it, so.
Yeah. It doesn't, I mean, it needs so much work that
Right,
she'd be better off selling it, wouldn't she?
right, but you don't think it's worth $53,000, like even bad as it is?
53,000.
Like, that's what the value that they're putting on the dwelling itself.
Well, if they have to tear it down, it's got a negative value because he has to pay to tear it down.
I guess that's true.
Well, while it's standing, it's worth something.
Right, yeah.
204 is right next door.
Okay.
I don't know how you guys do.
That's actually,
something like this, so I'm not
Right.
in a good position to really recommend.
That's on a hill going up. Actually, she is, because I went and saw 204 recently, and when you get up to that, it's a level lot. But then next door, the appellant's property starts to slope. So her property could have some sloping in the backyard.
But she didn't
No.
offer that as.
No, but she's,
Well, we know
I mean,
it. I mean,
she's,
if-
but
well,
she's
we don't know
not,
it.
she's not worth
We don't know it.
704. That's like,
Yeah, that's not
She's
it.
not. There's no
So-
way because nobody
she
else
wants to
is.
go to 525.
Right, so
I
the
mean, maybe we give
204
her a
Glen
partial,
Ridge
maybe
is-
we give her to 600. That's a tear
What was
down.
the last one was 600, right?
Yeah.
Give her 600 then.
Yeah, I think
Make
that's,
her equal to the last sale.
204 Glen Ridge is 680, and they only have 30,000 on the dwelling.
what's that, 60?
204 Glen Ridge, that's the one you just mentioned?
That's
That
sold
was
for
a
how
tear
much?
down.
That was a tear down that had 20, yeah, the home was valued at 29,000. The
Oh, it
land
doesn't
was-
matter, they paid what they paid for it was
They paid
600.
600.
So that makes it the market value.
Right.
Which is close to what the town has valued the land and most of the other properties we mentioned.
I'd be happy
600,
just giving her the
650.
600.
Okay.
So that's a grant in part if we did that.
Exactly.
Okay, so Laura, you have to,
Make an amended motion.
I make amended motion, but I'm not sure the dollar amount we want to use. I mean, the value of the land would seem to be the amount we want to use.
Right.
And what do we think that value
Well,
is?
no, actually, that's not right. What we're saying is, go
We're
ahead.
not
Lee.
breaking it down, we're just saying that we're gonna,
No, I know, but that can be the reasoning.
it doesn't matter. We don't need to state that, and it won't say it in the letter. All we need to do is just say that we're granting it in part to
You're
X
asking,
amount.
do you want to make it 600 or 650, really, is that?
Yeah, I
Well,
am.
we're saying 600 because the most recent sale at 204 Glen Ridge sold for 600. And it was a tear down. So we're saying this house looks like it's a tear down. So that's why we're saying 600.
Because I didn't hear an agreement or whatever.
So that was a discussion. I don't know if we all agreed on it yet, but that was a discussion.
Okay, so I move that we, how do I want to say this?
Grant in part.
Grant in part this appeal for a value of $600,000. That good?
I'll second that motion.
and, okay, all those in favor of granting in part to 600,000, say aye.
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 All those opposed? I'm opposed.
And so is Neil.
It seems a little low. But
Well, why don't we pick that number because it equals the last sale.
Oh, I understand.
And we're looking for fair market value.
Right.
So that would be the fair market
She's-
value.
But-
She's a tear down for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Stephanie, would you read that for us?
Yes. So the amendment to the original ask of 525,000 is 600,000. It passed 3-2-0.
No, 3-2.
Yeah, 320, yeah. And then I think you just have to, are you noting that Neil and I, you have to note who
The
voted for?
minority, yeah,
And
the
then-
minority were Peter Rupert and Neil Fink.
Thank you.
So we're on to ticking these up. We just did 320, right? So we're on to 980? Is that right?
So I'm sorry, I just have,
493.
can I
Sure,
ask
go
one
ahead.
more question?
Yes,
So
sir.
since this was granted in part, the BAA amount would be 600,000, correct?
That's
Because it
correct.
was
Yes.
not denied. Okay, just confirming. Thank you.
We did 980, right?
Yeah, we just did
Yeah,
that.
you're doing 493 next.
Pulling that out from here. I think this is
Okay, if that's
493.
sideways.
There's no number on it. Yes, it is. Okay. So 493, I move we accept the
Okay,
value.
you guys, just state the,
Appeal number.
Oh, the
appeal number, the-
Appeal number 493, owner Thomas Rooney and Bethel Ann Rooney, 85 Weeping Willow Lane. The town has valued this at $708,056, and the the owner, I'm thinking my condo, has requested $620,000 even. Do I have a motion to?
I'll second the Will
Yeah.
you make the motion to
Yes, I
grant
said,
it?
yes. Thought I did.
no, I don't think you did.
Okay.
So just make the
I
motion,
make a
please.
motion to grant the request of the unit owner to value, to the town's value of 700, no?
So the ask amount of
I
620.
do their ask amount? Yeah, okay. Sorry about that.
Okay, I'll second
The ask amount of 620,000.
And then Neil seconded the
Okay,
motion.
and
Okay, what do we got here?
do we want to vote on it?
No, we need to,
Not
discussion.
Not yet. We leave it open, okay. So, as a result of an informal hearing, it reduced the house value but not the land. The property abuts Merritt Parkway and is adjacent to the DOT salt shed in the nearby parking lot.
Great.
That's always a pleasant view.
Yeah. Let alone the noise from the commuter parking lot
And the parkway itself.
and the parkway itself. So, the land appraised at 636, 456, but I didn't note by whom. Let me move on, see if I can. Comps, land only, all on approximately 1/2 acre lots. 57 Stevenson also abuts the Merritt, 481, 600. 338 Stevenson, 414, 800. 132 Toll House, 416, 116,000. 141 Toll House, 440,300. 351 Autumn Ridge, 606,800. This,
Are these sales or are these comparing
are-
to appraisals?
These are comparing lot sizes of similar
Okay.
properties.
Got it.
I think the valuations, yeah,
Okay.
similar sized lots. The last one was 351 Autumn Ridge of 608,800. This is 30,000 less than the impellant, but it has none of the negatives. It's in the same area but it has none of the negatives of being next to the Merritt,
That's where that
Or
neighborhood
the-
thing is a problem.
salt shed, etc. The home has not replaced original windows since 1961. It upgraded only one bathroom. The raised basement is a former garage, not really finished, and has no central air. So they are requesting just $620,000 for their value instead of $708,056.
It does seem like their land is definitely
Overvalued.
overvalued, for sure.
Yeah, it does.
And remember, they have a, and
Location.
that's with a discount.
That's with what?
That's with a discount. If you look at the field card, that's a 15% discount. So if you add that back in, then the town is saying that at full price, the land is worth 731,000, almost 732,000 in that neighborhood. I might be off by a few dollars. There's no way.
There's no way is right. Nobody would ever pay
Well, they're
that.
giving them the discount.
Yeah, but it's like when you buy a suit at what's that, Cy Sims.
Right.
They mark it up to mark it down.
That's
He marks-
right.
He overinflates the value, then he drops it down, and it's still too much. And they think oh, boy, I gave you a discount. He gave me a discount on nothing.
How big was that? I'm trying to find, how big was that lot at
It's a half acre, I
132
think.
townhouse?
About a half acre.
Toll House.
Oh, Toll House, how big it was?
132 Toll House.
I don't know, I'm looking at the subject right now.
I'm going.
Your land is-
My neck is gonna be,
24/7. So Toll House you want, right?
So I mean, they've got
Toll House,
I got two
132
on-
Toll House, yeah.
We've got two on Toll House, which are good comps, because that's the same neighborhood. Stevenson, good,
Across the street.
good comp. And those are all in the 400s, and they're all around the same lot size. The appellant is 0.51. The two on Toll House are 0.47, 0.48,
The one on
negligible.
Stevenson is 0.65.
Autumn Ridge, 0.47, Autumn Ridge, 5.2. Everything is in the 481 or 416 to 481 range, except for actually Autumn Ridge. And I wouldn't even use.
I wouldn't use Autumn Ridge. It's
That's
not anywhere near the-
That's a different location.
I don't know why they didn't use it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
those three,
I'm sorry, Neil,
Stevenson and Toll House.
I'm sorry, I
And
interrupted.
the land on the appellant is 638, and he backs up to that's a really challenging location. Every time somebody wants to look at a house up there, I say, okay, here's what you need to know. You're gonna back up to this, and this is what you're dealing with.
Oh, look at something else. I'm sorry, Neil, what were you gonna say?
You have 181 Weeping Willow sold on May 31st of '24 for 601. Even if I like time adjust that, you get to 650. So
How do you bring that up?
He wants to go
like not
to,
adjusting it
to go to
for
620.
6% a year,
Oh,
just because it's a little bit.
Give him the
over.
washer dryer, let's move on.
yeah, okay, give it to him.
I think it's reasonable. People aren't paying
I do
big
too.
money
They're
to
not
live on the
paying-
Merritt Parkway.
No, they're not.
Okay.
That's like another little town up there.
It is, it's like a whole little
so
world.
what do we recommend?
Well, we make a motion to grant the, so
Well, we don't have to make another motion.
No, we don't have to
unless
make another
you want
motion.
to
So
adjust, unless-
all those in favor
Yeah.
of granting the appellant's value of 620,000, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
What was their name?
Huh?
What was their name?
Rooney, Thomas and
Okay.
Bethel Ann Rooney.
Okay.
Okay, so the motion to grant the appellant 620,000 passed 500.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
That seems fair.
6.
thank you.
So we go to 156.
156.
More names to pronounce, but I'll start with, I move that we accept.
Well, first state the appeal number, the property address, and the
Okay.
homeowners, please.
Get the right order and sequence. Appeal number 156 at 593 Burrows Road. The owner is Levicki Rostislav and Lauren, no, I think Rostislav is the first name, Rostislav Levicki and Lauren E. Levicki. And I think I said 593 Burroughs Road. The town's value is $715,000. The appellant has requested a reduction to $630,000.
So you're making a motion?
Making a motion that we approve, is it approve or grant the appellant's appraised value of $630,000.
Granted, appellant's value. That's the
Value, excuse me, the appellant's value of $630,000.
Okay, I second that motion.
Okay, they've got some solds here.
So
Okay.
this person did not do a very good job of giving comps. They used Zillow, which we know isn't the preferred method.
No, that's actual data.
That's actual, it's not the preferred method when they're telling you what they think your house is worth.
Okay,
But when they're reporting a sale that comes right off the public record, then it is accurate because they're telling you what it's sold for. So if we look that up anywhere else, we should find the same number.
Correct. Zestimate is very different from
The sale price.
sold data.
that's what I'm saying, but I'm not sure I found the distinction you just made. Zillow,
I don't know what that Zillow price at date sold is. Like if you ignore that column, the rest of it is accurate.
I didn't even notice that at first. Yeah, I don't even look at
The
that.
date sold and selling price are accurate. They presented.
the 630,000 in 2025, is that what you're looking at?
Which one is that? Oh, well, I was looking at the Barry Scott Drive comp,
Yeah,
for example.
There's a, comparing to Barry Scott Drive, they're about the same age and condition. One property has a finished basement, the other doesn't. Zillow includes square footage of the basement, that one. There's also a comparison to, 593 Burroughs does not have a finished basement. But it appears that that square footage is missing in the Zillow report. The owner says that there are numerous repairs needed to sell this property for the assessed value that's suggested. And they're suggesting a total value of $650,000.
Oh, Barry Scott, tax record.
Which is still more
One word.
than they initially requested.
So you're saying that they changed their,
Right.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was that?
Changed to what?
650 instead of the town's
Well,
750.
630, they
Yeah,
made
they
it
upped it
higher?
20.
That wasn't a smart move.
Wow. We're sure about that.
Well,
Wait a minute, is it 650 or 630?
Because on the appellant's application, it still says 630.
On the requested that they sent into the town, it says 630, but they, you know what, I think let me suggest, maybe that's what I thought would be good.
yeah, I don't see a note.
Yeah.
If that happens, you have to.
Ignore that, ignore that.
Okay.
I just
So we'll
don't,
leave it at 630, but,
the comps don't really like support the number that they're asking for. The comps are all higher than the number they're asking. And they're all,
comps do
and they're
they
all
are?
from 24, so
well, some of them have more square
Comps are on
footage.
side streets, first of all. Only one is on Burrows.
Okay, so even the Burroughs one though
But
is
that's a-
almost what? And it's exactly the same square footage. Got an extra bathroom.
Then they go on to say that it seems that their issue is with the land. So they sent in, based on the comparison of similar properties as vacant land sales.
They have some
Ridge, all the same size properties.
pictures of the problems with the land masonry. The steps at this rear are deteriorating. This is a step into the house. This is an approach to
That's
the house.
all. But again, this is another one where, I mean, the dwelling is barely valued anything. You're really talking about land.
Right.
The dwelling is valued at 64,000. I mean,
There's another one of
Wow, what are all these
repairs
sales?
needed.
right.
Let me stand on my head.
Oh, my
Hold
God.
on a second. I love how they scan these in.
Yeah, don't bother looking at what you're doing, just do the work. Okay.
Garage door and rot up above it. So, it's not a well-maintained home. So the question to me would be, do we value this for tear down or resale?
I mean, even if we're looking at it as a tear down, like I don't think it's reasonable to zero out the value of the residence completely. I don't know.
I don't either.
I agree.
No, I don't think it's worth 715.
No, but you know what, look at the comps they submitted
Look at the,
for the ones that they say like it was vacant land sales.
Yeah.
Glen Ridge, High Ridge, and High Ridge, all the same size lots. One sold in each year, 25,
Yeah.
24, and 23. And there's not much difference. Notice that in 2023, there's only a $25,000 difference in the sale price of land.
Yeah.
So it didn't even go up, that much. And in 24 and 25, it's the same price, 600,000.
Yeah.
So how much is the house valued at?
That's because it was an influx of new
Yeah.
construction, and new construction at one point in 25 and the end of 24 took a real slowdown, and it's taking longer to sell.
There was a sale on 10 boroughs, so I don't know where that compares.
On where?
It's a smaller parcel
10
of
boroughs.
land. That was for $895 in March of 2025.
Where?
10 boroughs.
Oh, 10 boroughs, okay.
And what are they? I wonder
That's
if
a
that's that.
2,400 square foot house.
Yeah, there you go.
What was the subject?
1,400.
14, okay.
I wonder if that one is the Burroughs Road that's the other, when you go across Black Rock Turnpike, so that it's not as busy. There's that little piece of Burroughs that goes from,
The Pellet is like past the cemetery.
yeah, so they're over there. But what I'm saying is the one Peter was just mentioning at 10 Burroughs, is that way the other way? Because this is at 593. So that one might be closer to, I bet you, I know which one that is. I bet you that's the one that's closer to, what street is that? When you come up, it takes you to Black Rock Turnpike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Judd.
well, Burroughs,
Judd.
right.
That's exactly where, is that
There's
that
the
new
part of
construction
Burroughs
on the
that-
corner?
It's like near Fairfield
Exactly.
Woods Middle
That's a whole
School,
different-
and then they're part of the other side.
Yep. So this is, that's nothing like this.
No,
Right.
no.
But the comp they did provide at 451 Burroughs, like, that seems like a good comp, and it's a year earlier, it's at 697. Like, I don't,
That one, what size is that one?
it's almost identical. It's 5 square feet bigger. It's got an extra bedroom and a bathroom. But it's probably, but I bet
House is probably in better shape.
yeah, I mean, I'm curious though if they're valuing the land at all.
Oh my gosh, that house was complete, that was a flip, and it was completely staged and moving condition, absolutely gorgeous. Everything
really?
completely
Yeah.
done, 100%. I was in it.
Yeah, I mean, they're still only valuing the dwelling at $115,000.
how many?
115.
And that sold under 700. So they've got the appellant at 715.
Oh, yeah, the builder bought it for 375 in
Completely
April of
redid the
24
entire
and sold it for 696 a year later.
builder bought
And,
it.
16 months later, or 18 months later, the builder sold it for 696.
You have no idea how much money he put into it.
630.
Yeah, and I'm looking at, when I look at those land comps, I'm not seeing a problem.
But no, but the fact that the builder was able to buy it for 375 is pretty telling.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, that's one for Ronick. I gotta write that down, because he asked me, he said, there's no land in Fairfield that's 300 and something. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah? All right, I'm ready to vote.
I can vote.
Yeah, that's swayed me.
All right, all in favor of granting the appellant's value of 630,000, say aye.
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 I'm opposed.
Okay.
So the votes to grant the appellant 630,000 passed 410.
Correct.
That's it.
One was 356.
That was 156.
I have one more.
Today.
Yes. Get it out.
All right.
So, I'm going to introduce this appeal number 552. The address is 197 Bulkley Drive. The owners are Adam Learman and Tara Learman. The town appraised the property at $883,800, and the owners have requested a reduction in that to $780,000 even. So I would like to grant the appellant the new appraised value of, make a motion to grant the appellant the appraised value as requested of $780,000.
I'll second that.
Now, I will continue on. The appellant's argument that recent sales of similar properties in the area show much lower selling prices. And she's making a point, or they're making a point, that there's a shed on the property that's valued at $1,200. It's not a functioning building. There are large holes in the roof, general disrepair, and it's not being used. So $1,200 ought to come off it either way. No matter if, even if the house was a tear down, that would be, but without that, I think that would be torn down.
Brand new construction.
This is brand new construction?
Yeah,
Which one?
2025.
What's that?
Which one is brand new?
Which one is what?
Look at the field card. It's a tear down.
Okay.
I got some,
I like that shed.
I don't know if she had they had a comp,
I remember this.
Glenridge. There's one attached.
Yeah, 204 Glenridge.
What's that?
204 Glenridge.
Oh, I see, no, I'm sorry, that's.
Glenridge, right.
Oh, this Robbins Circle, is that new?
It's so confusing, because the first field card you see is a comp, it's not even the field card of the appellant.
These are all-
What'd you say?
Is it that Robbins Circle one you're saying is a brand new construction?
No, 204 Glenridge, but, you know, when they scan these in, you're assuming the first field card you come to is gonna be the appellant's, and it's not.
It's not, I agree with you.
So I didn't even realize I was looking at the wrong property.
You gotta go a couple pages down. So, This is a cape. Built in 1956.
What? Is a cape?
That's the coating they gave it.
Okay.
Kind of an expanded cape, I would
Well,
say. Almost like a colonial.
It's more.
4 bedrooms. They gave it a 60% good. So if you want to go to some other comps, the one that they attached, 204 Glenridge, I'm not sure how good that is. I can't tell a lot from this card, but maybe you guys can.
Oh, it was unqualified sale.
Okay.
Which one, Glenridge?
Glenridge, yeah. And I mean, it looks like he's torn it down, so.
That's only because it wasn't on the open market and he bought it. He was a builder and he just bought it, so.
Yeah, so,
But he hasn't sold it yet, I guess.
So that's why
Yes,
it's
he
an
has.
unqualified sale
He
for
has sold.
comparison purposes, right? Is that correct?
What was the question?
why is
Because it never went on the
unqualified sale?
market, it's an unqualified sale for our purposes, because we
Not in
can't,
my mind, but in the assessors.
I mean, because that's what.
in the assessor's mind, okay, that's all I,
Not in my mind. I mean, I don't see a reason just because he bought it privately.
that's,
No, I'm just saying, I don't understand why.
I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just trying to understand what the.
That's why I'm explaining it. I don't understand why the assessor keeps doing that. Just because it was purchased privately doesn't make it the wrong number.
It looks like the builder might still own it, though. It's 204 Glenridge Road LLC, I assume.
No,
is the builder.
it's closed.
Oh, so the field card's not up to date.
Correct.
How much did it sell for?
I don't know,
There are
it's
two sales
irrelevant.
on there.
It's irrelevant. It's new
Oh,
construction.
no, it's Glenridge, I'm sorry.
What do you have as a sale for that?
They sold the land, basically, they sold whatever was on it for $600,000.
Yeah, I see that in 618.
Barry Scott Drive is a good comp, I think. It almost kind of looks a little like, although it's less square footage.
Where did this thing from Robin Circle come from? A picture of it.
I noticed in my looking through the files, there were 2 different property cards scanned. They weren't all for the same property, so I had trouble following this.
All right. No, you can't use paper mill. Forget it.
No.
Why? Is that just location-wise?
Yeah.
Where is Glenridge? I'm sorry,
Over by the lake, like,
Glenridge is off of Tamor.
that's it.
Edge Hill, I mean. So-
Edge Hill is over by.
No, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
I wouldn't use Robin Circle.
I wouldn't either.
No. And what else do we have here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up above Tamor,
Pora.
it's on the hill as you go up.
Yep.
Oh, okay, so paper mill's not.
No.
So there is a sale on Bulkley,
2 on both.
151, that looks pretty similar to the. What else am I wrong?
For 930.
931. Well, actually, I'm
151
sorry.
Bulkley.
930, I'm sorry. Yeah.
151, you have.
151 Bulkley.
I also found 171 Bulkley.
Yes.
The other one's 96.
God.
This property in this area is valuable.
Non-opposed, Bailey, colonies,
As it seems like,
I think there's plenty of sales.
what's that?
They should have been able to find something. What do you think about Bailey? Actually, Bailey is
That was
not,
not bad.
no, that's pretty close. So the two on Bailey, 166, let me look.
I mean, 151 bulk we sold for $930,000.
Yeah.
And it's comparable size,
Let's see.
might be in better condition, but it looks a
Well, let's
little
look at
nice.
the comps.
It's a nice house.
What do they do?
I mean, did they have any comments or issues about the condition of the house or anything, or they're just saying that it's overvalued?
The outbuilding is not functional.
Okay, right, but that was only, what, $1,500 or something?
Right. But they really didn't
162.5.
say a lot otherwise.
No, the two on Bailey that they gave, both,
What's that?
the two on Bailey that they gave sold too long ago. It was in January 23. Can't use that.
800,000, yeah.
Is Glenridge
Can't
considered Lake Hills, like do they have beach rights there?
What's that?
Glenridge,
Glenridge was in
No.
I don't think they
June
have,
of
I don't think they have
2025.
beach rights.
No, they're close, but not enough, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, from what I see, like, I don't
Random
think,
Road, did you see that one? That sold in 2025 at 710,000, built about the same time.
Where's that? I mean, he's got,
I did something I found, 5 Random
Oh.
Road.
wants to
gotta
go,
be a smaller house or
wants to
something.
go
It
to,
says it's 4 bedrooms, 3 bath.
16, it's
Oh, yeah,
about
it's
1,700 square
colonies.
feet, yeah, because Random Road, those houses sell for more, I think. That's 1,700 versus 2,500 square feet. From my point of view, I don't think they made their case, and the comps don't, even the ones that we're digging for, the comps don't back them up.
yeah.
To the 780,000.
No. I mean, if anything, like we found sales on their street for over 900.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
And I think part of the problem is they try to deduct the value of the outbuilding, but that doesn't work because that's going to be torn down anyway. So
Right.
people aren't buying it for the
Right.
outbuilding.
I mean, their best bet on that is to go to the assessor's office and get a correction on that.
Yeah, they have to go
I
through
don't
that.
see any good comps, and I was like, what, this whole file was a mess, the
Yes,
way
it
that
is.
they led in the file with pictures of the outbuilding, so I don't know if that was their lead argument, but that's what it made it.
We don't know if
seem
they
like.
did it or if they did it
I
down,
know,
you know,
but
we don't
I
know.
mean, I'm begging the assessor's office to scan it in so that we can read it instead of like, and this, and it's ridiculous. We should be able to read
With
it.
me, their lead argument was the outbuilding.
All right, so you don't have anything else, right, Laura, to add? No.
What's that?
You don't have anything else?
I don't have anything else
Okay.
to add.
So, all in favor of granting, what was the,
552.
The appellant requested 780.
okay, so, all in favor of granting the appellant's value to 780, say aye. All opposed?
So the appellant asked for 780,000, and this will not be granted. It failed 050.
Thank you.
Looks to me like the property itself is worth that money. What do I know?
All right. Neil, are you ready? You want
I could be sure.
to do one of
Neil's
you?
going, I don't care, Neil's going next.
You want to go?
No, go right ahead.
Okay.
What time
They're
is
all
it?
gonna get done, I don't care when I go.
6:14.
Where do I leave these
Just, you can just leave them right there.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay.
Just clean up here.
What's he got first?
76.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I didn't necessarily have them in the same order, but I can.
Well, no, well,
Okay,
yeah,
doesn't
do them
matter.
however you're prepared, yeah.
Okay, so. Actually, I'm gonna, just because the order that they're in on my notes here, I'm gonna start with appeal number 145. The property owner is Haley Tabana Ventura. She represented herself as the appraiser on the property as well. The address is 66 Smedley Road.
I love that street.
And the town placed a value of $1,016,000, and the owner requested a value of $790,950.
Wow.
And I'll make a motion to grant the appellant's value of $790,950.
I'll second that.
Okay, so obviously she had an appraisal report. It included 3 comps. Comps had various adjustments on it. They were not time adjusted. They did have other levels of adjustments on them. The first was 64 Woodside Avenue. Well, her home, let's start with that 66 Medley Road, is a 1,965 square foot colonial expanded. What exactly does that mean when they say?
Oh, we're doing that now.
It usually means it's pushed out in the back, I think, so that you got more bedrooms are bigger if
It's
they,
a new category that the assessor came up with to raise taxes. What it does is, it's serious, what it does is, it gives him permission to give them another multiplier, which then raises their taxes.
Okay.
And he bases it on the roof line, is what he told me. I asked him about.
Oh,
It makes no sense to me.
Makes no
It's a
sense.
house that's had an addition,
okay.
An
An expansion.
The roof line changed.
but he's only doing it to colonials. He's not doing it to split
Any other
levels.
houses?
He's not doing it to ranches
he's not
or.
doing to capes.
Okay.
Nope.
So it's not something like official.
No, it's not
state
official.
Nomenclature.
It's in his
Okay.
little mind.
Ignore it.
So,
that.
it's a 0.2 acre lot. The first comp, 64 Woodside Avenue, sold in April of 25 for $860,000. Built in similar year, 1940s. Slightly smaller, colonial also, 0.15 acre lot, so pretty similar. 339 Fairview.
What was the price at Woodside?
At Woodside, 860. And then, well, I'll give you these other numbers, actually. And actually, I apologize. The ask amount, the ask amount on her form originally was 790. She adjusted that when she came in because she hadn't actually done the appraisal yet. Her actual ask amount is $880,000.
Okay.
Oh, then there's a new ask?
Yes,
Yeah, 880.
880.
880?
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can change that.
I guess we should make the motion to change to that new value.
Oh, okay. So, all right, I'll make a motion to change the ask value to $880,000 per the property owner's request.
Okay, I second that.
So that's not an amendment, right? That's
No, it's
No, just change it.
okay.
Okay. So the value, the 64 Woodside sold for $860,000.
Appraisal.
On the appraisal, she adjusted that up a little
put
bit to
the lots on
883. 339 Fairview sold for 925. She adjusted that down to 907. And then 834 Holland Hill sold for 832. She adjusted that up to 877. So if you take her adjusted values and average those out, you get to 889, which is, I guess, how she got to the 880. I was a little bit curious. There were 2 sales right on Smedley in the time period that were not included. One is a little bit bigger, so maybe, not relevant, but this one seemed to be 133 Smedley Road is 1,938 square feet. It's a cape, not a colonial. But I'm sorry, it's 1,856 square feet. Sorry, built in 1938, which is very close to the subject property built in 1940. That sold for $950,000. So
When did that sell?
that sold April 4th of 25.
With the appraisal.
It's not in the appraisal, so I just thought it was interesting that,
I personally like all 3 of these comps, and all 3 of these were in excellent condition.
Yeah, they are.
Excellent.
right.
They're all colonials, it looks like.
Right. I mean, there was a colonial that sold on Smedley also, but it's 2,400 square feet, so I didn't know if that's relevant compared to a 1,900 square foot home, and that was just over $1 million.
I mean,
So-
you can always look for other properties that are priced higher, and we can always find them.
Right.
But
Well, it's not
a sale on Smedley though, right?
Right.
But if they show us an appraisal with 3 very good comps and everything is adjusted, I like it. To me, that she's proven her case.
I mean, generally I agree. I just find it curious when there are sales on the same street. Like
Right.
one of them is the house right next door. I think, No, not there's a different one I'm thinking of actually. But when there's sales on the same street, it's still, I think, of interest to look
Well,
at
one of
it. But it falls in line.
Yeah, one of them is bigger, so that may be why she
Right.
didn't use it. Didn't want to make the
Well,
adjustment.
she used one that sold in the 900s.
Yeah, she used one that sold in the 900.
Like she's avoiding,
Right.
So I think,
Well, and the one that's much bigger that sold for $1,035,000 actually helps make her case because that's her appraisal amount that she's saying is too high. So,
yep. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with the comp she used and the adjustments that she made. Actually, I think she did a really good job.
I do too.
Usually they're not this good.
they're not, I mean, the adjustments aren't significant.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, I mean, I've seen some appraisals that, I don't take the appraisals as complete gospel as some people do, just because I've seen some of them where they're clearly playing games. This seems pretty straight up.
The one that sold for $950, that was Laura Fitzpatrick's house. That was Annie Kruger had it on the corner. Right
Oh, I know which one it was, yeah.
Yeah. Turnovers.
And then, I mean, and I also look looking at other sales, even in the neighborhood, you don't find anything else that falls out of line.
Well, here's one thing we need to remember. We're asking the appellant, did you prove your case? Not our job to disprove their case. I think she gave relevant information and a very good appraisal where she proved her case. Is it our job to go back in and say, well, no, you forgot about this and you forgot about
Well,
that?
we're doing that on many of the others. I think just
Are we?
because it was a professional appraiser doesn't, I don't think we should hold them to a different standard necessarily.
If someone's not providing a comp that could be relevant, I mean, that would counter what they're saying. I mean, that makes sense to use it. Why would we not use that?
We don't know why she didn't use it, but
Well, but I mean,
But there
We
could
can
be
make
many
it-
reasons why.
Okay, sure. I mean, there could be many reasons, but
But
we're, I mean.
In this case,
that's not-
any of the data that I just want to keep people honest, and the data that I found shows that she's honest. So
Yeah.
we're not arguing over anything.
Yeah.
So, I'm
You
good.
want to add
with this.
anything?
No, I have nothing else to add on this one.
Okay, so,
Anybody else have any other questions or comments on this?
I'm good.
okay, so, all those in favor of, actually, it was a new one, right? All those in favor of granting the appellant's value to 880,000, say aye.
Aye.
I'm opposed.
Okay.
So the request to grant the appellant 880,000 passed 410.
Yep.
What property number was that? Again,
The appeal number?
The appeal number.
145.
What's your next one, just so we can set it up?
Yeah, what's your next one so I can find it?
576.
576?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, this is,
That same day, I'll get to it.
this is an interesting one. So here's
I
one.
like the interesting one.
Let's see. Okay, so the next appeal is 576. The address is 1211 Black Rock Turnpike. The homeowner is Christian Casse. The town placed a value of $686,900. The appellant requested a reduction to $635,8275.
can you
Very precise.
restate that?
The town's value was $686,900.
Yep.
And the homeowner requested a reduction to $635,8275.
Wow.
Now,
Even
one thing
down to
that I
the-
was told,
Down to the cents,
one thing I was,
5 cents.
That was
One thing I was
rounded up
told-
on Excel. Should I just leave it that way or do it down to the cent?
no, one thing that I was told by the assessor's office is that I don't know if it's an actual rule or a request, but I was told that we should work in increments of hundreds of $100. And not, so if.
That's because it works for his system.
Give it down to, still put her down to 500.
583.
So
580.
630,500.
500, 630, 500.
Oh, we're gonna
630,
randomly
500?
change that?
Well, she's requesting 582. They're asking us to round them to the hundred. So even though we're not rounding to the nearest hundred, we're rounding down.
Okay.
Round that.
So,
Closer to 5, it's closer to 600.
so now, sorry, let me just pull up the field card because that was important on this one. Now, she did buy this home in June of 25. So my initial,
What did you pay?
well, so she paid 550, but
There we go.
Yeah, she's her own best comp.
well, she should be, except that this is a case where it's marked unqualified, and it's because the home has been in her family basically for like 100 years or something, and she bought it from her aunt, I believe. So we have to be a little careful with that. And she's not asking for, she didn't come in saying that it should be the 550 that she paid for. I think she knows she got a deal. Like, she's only asking for a small reduction. The main argument is about the condition of the home, and there are photos here if anybody wants to take a look. It needs really significant work, and she has estimates on most of the work, which is where she came to that very precise number. Since the house was built in 1955, there's been no significant updates or real work. It's sorry, let me come back to my notes here. There's like asbestos tile in the kitchen that needs to be abated. There's kitchen cabinets that need to be replaced. The driveway needs to be redone. Bathrooms need to be redone. Basically, she has estimates of between $36,000 and $50,000, just to kind of make the home, basically livable and safe, which is how she came to the amount. And she also did note that the photo on the field card is of the wrong house. So if that's, if they thought that her house was this really like cute, nice looking, newish house, then maybe that's how they came to a little bit higher value. If you have the file up, I mean, you can see the, condition of like the ancient kitchen and,
It looks like she's a back lot.
There's something about access to it.
She's a what?
she is a back lot. There's, there's another house, I believe, that accesses on the same driveway, but I think that it's also like another family member. They had a they had a huge piece of land and they split it up between the family, I guess, so.
So she's over by York Road, like, like sort of behind TJ Maxx area back in there. So the access, the driveway is on Blackhawk Turnpike, and she has to go down. So it's like a shared driveway with a family member. Is that it?
I think it's a family member. She didn't really raise the
That's a really long driveway.
access as a
You
concern.
see it?
It needs to be redone. You can see that there.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, the reality is that the issues with the condition of the house, you come back to the same discussion as before. They're only replacing $30,000 as the value on the house. So, that's the only place where I'm stuck a little bit on it because
That's a disservice having that photo on there.
Yeah, really.
yeah, but they're still only putting a value of $30,000 on the dwelling. I mean, I'm tempted to grant it because she's, does seem like, she just bought the house. She's a young woman. She's a teacher in town. She wants to renovate the house and live in it.
Okay, that would be a tough resale if she ever wanted to sell it, because you've got a shared driveway and almost the entire driveway is on the other person's property until you get right up into her house.
Right, but, she didn't really raise that issue. She did mention that,
Yeah, it's in bad shape, really bad shape.
she did mention that, she did bring up these comps that are comps to other appraisals, not necessarily, sales. But they're, in significantly better condition to hers, even though, and, some of them have lower, most of them have
Land is too
lower
high in price too.
appraisals. And then, the one issue is in terms of the property that she did raise is,
I'm sure she didn't have a building inspection.
well, no, because she bought it from her aunt.
Yeah, not well, I can tell. Yeah.
There's an underground pipe that
boy.
kind of feeds like drainage into a brook in the backyard. So there's a lot of wetlands. It would limit anybody from ever building a bigger home on the property.
Oh, yeah, no.
And that, even that land at 656, 800, no way. It's way too.
So, yeah, I mean, even though we would be basically more than zeroing out the value of the home itself, which may not be worth anything anyway, I'm inclined to grant it. It's a very reasonable reduction, I think.
I agree with you.
Asking for. And
Yeah, I agree. I don't.
Still like more than she paid for it, so.
So can I make the motion or?
We have the motion, so if nobody else has any other questions or comments, then I'll ask Peter to call for the vote.
All right, so all those in favor of granting the appellant's value to $630,500, raise your hand or say aye.
Everybody, okay.
Hi.
Not that it matters, but just as a point, as far as the assessment of the land, he gave her a discount on the land. He's got that land valued at $754,400 at full price. There is no way that land is worth it. Where do you get these numbers from?
Oh, you're saying if there wasn't then
If it wasn't a discount, it would be, yeah, I mean, it's like, are you kidding?
So the motion to grant the appellant 630,500 was granted, passed 500.
Thank you.
What does ROW mean? So you have access, and then it says /ROW. Do you know?
I have no idea what that means.
I don't know, I didn't, where is it?
Road, like it's so wet, you need a road.
Maybe you need a rowboat committee.
Rider,
Row yourself in.
rider or waiver, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something.
What's the number of your next one?
Okay, let me get to the next one here. Let's see, wait, what, now I lost my place. That was 576. The next one is 843.
Here we go.
Okay, this is Appeal 843, Kenneth and Melissa Fitter, 19 Knollwood Drive. The
What address again?
19 Knollwood Drive. The town placed a value of $1,037,162, which they're asking us to go in $100 increments to pay out of $162. Sorry. And then the appellant, on their form, they had put down 875, a range of 875 to 900. When I met with them, I asked if they would give a fixed number. And they gave a number of 887,500.
What they give me, I'm sorry, 800?
887,500. They basically split the difference of
Okay.
what they were asking for. They found 4 comps. The first one was at 14 Knollwood Road, which is the house that's directly across the street. It's a little bit bigger at 2,142 square feet versus the subject property at 1950. That sold for $993,000 in May of 25.
Again, scanning.
Have an extra half bath as well. Another one on Knollwood Road, number 168. That was not a sale. That was mentioned just as a reference to the appraisal. It's still worth noting because that's a 2,450 square foot house, so 500 additional square feet. That appraised at $954,000, so less than theirs for a 3-bedroom with 3 full baths as opposed to 2 full baths.
Appraised by the town?
Yeah, appraised by the town. Then they have 2 on Dill Street, 14 Dill Street. Sold for $1.2 million.
Oh, that's the one on the corner.
That's 2,146 square feet. Sold in October of 25.
For how much again? 2.1 mil?
1.2 million.
1.2.
But what's strange about that one is that it sold October 16th of 25 for 1.2 million. This is the first time I've seen this. They appraised it lower at 922.
Oh, get ready, there's a lot of them.
A lot of
There's more.
Oh, I've seen a ton where the house sold in like September and they appraise it for $200,000 more.
Exactly.
And then 76 Dill, which was also actually just for reference because that house didn't sell since June of 21. But the appraisal on that is a very, very comparable house, a couple hundred square feet bigger, but that was appraised at $876,000. There were 3 more sales on Knollwood. I guess they didn't find them. That are all, one that's almost identical or very close in size. There's a 1,950 square feet. There's a 1,738 square foot home at 241 Knollwood Drive.
What part of town are we talking? None of these streets.
These off market, does that mean it didn't sell or it's just?
I'm trying to remember now.
I can
This
look it up
one.
in my-
Where exactly is Knollwood? I'm trying to remember now.
University, parallel with Benson.
Okay.
What'd you say?
University, parallel with North Benson.
Like this, they didn't find this one, I guess. I found it when I was meeting with them. 241 Knollwood looked like actually a pretty good comp, and that sold for $765,000 in June of '24.
241 Knollwood?
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
And then 14 Knollwood is a little bit bigger. That sold in May of '25 for $993. So again, I mean, there's nothing here to justify an appraisal over $1 million like they were given.
That was Nancy Mason's house.
I have something else to say too when Neil's
The
done.
other thing is that, so their house, just a little bit of additional color commentary and then some other discussion. They're the last house or first house or last house or everything on which way you're going on Knollwood Drive at the corner of Osborne Hill. So it's probably, even though they're appraised highly, it's probably one of the less desirable houses on Knollwood because of the, Osborne Hill being a double yellow line street with gets all of the traffic going to Fairfield View. Their next door neighbor, anecdotal, but they said their next door neighbor is preparing to put their home on the market and was definitely not looking at values over $1 million for sure. They did make a comment about the field card having a note about a partial finished attic. I looked at that, and you see this on a few capes, and what that I finally figured out what that really is when you see a tiny square footage assigned as partial finished attic. That's the dormers on the cape. I don't know why they bought. It's they'll show 2 square feet or something. I don't know why they bother counting that. But, so.
Neil, excuse me, did you also notice that on the landline valuation section, he gave them a location adjustment for WDS? Do you know what WDS is?
I don't know what WDS means.
And it actually raises the value of their property by $74,320.
On Knollwood?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
WGS.
Where do you, WDS, 1.1.
BS or GS?
D as in dog, S as in Sam.
BS.
A shoe store.
Yeah.
Where's that, Paul?
At the very bottom of the landline valuation, at the landline valuation section, right across where all the numbers are, location adjustment.
WGS, what the heck is that?
And then there's another multiplier, and if you multiply that out, it raises the value of the land
It's not a
exactly
condition.
what he says it is.
So it's not a condition adjustment. That's so weird.
Because this is where, I'm gonna see this a lot.
Yeah.
This is where,
You already have a neighborhood adjustment, and then you get.
right, you get a number, and he has this other thing that he tacks on to raise the value even higher, which I have no idea
Well,
what. But that's what it is, Peter.
But listen. But you're claiming that he's got a motive to raise taxes. That's not his motive, right? You don't know what his motive is, right?
Okay, you're right.
Right, so we need to, use language, let's just say that it's there. We think we're trying to understand why it's there.
Okay, so let me say it this way then. On most field cards, you will see that all the numbers stop at neighborhood adjustment, where you have that number, everybody's neighborhood number is different depending on how he valued them, which is his right. But on this particular one, it goes on to another location adjustment with another multiplier. And so for some reason, and we don't know why, on this particular property, and probably in this neighborhood, or at least on this street, I didn't look at the other houses on the street.
All the ones on Knollwood appear to have that.
For some reason, he found something and calls it WDS, which then raises the value on this particular property by $74,000 to the value of $819. It would have been $744,835 without that. So we don't know why he did it. But the result of it is that the price goes up, so the assessment goes up, so the taxes go up.
Well, I don't understand why the location isn't just factored in.
Yes, and I don't understand that either.
Like everybody else.
Right, so why
is that extra assignment
It's
to
like
that?
it's
particular- Knollwood is not a special
premium.
street.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like a premium for that
Yeah.
street, which is, because like the neighborhood adjustment, everybody
Has that.
in
Yep.
80 gets 1.6.
Right.
So it's like they're saying that that's somehow a premium street or something, which if you're at, especially if you're at the corner of Osborne Hill, that's not a premium location.
Did,
Did you have Ross to ask him?
I mean,
we need to ask him that.
Because you're gonna see it on a lot of you're gonna see it in a lot of these appeals, in different neighborhoods.
I mean, if you're looking at any of those streets over there, because we just did Smedley doesn't have it, and that's a much nicer street.
It's a much nicer street.
Knoll would have it, or at least all the ones that we've just looked at on Knoll would have it.
Probably they all have it, or maybe, I shouldn't say that. I don't know if they all have
I
it.
don't understand that.
Well, I looked at 4 on Knollwood and
I
they
wonder if
have.
Dill has it. It's the next street.
Well, it's so
See, let's look at Dill. Let's look at one on Dill.
No. it
No.
doesn't.
So there's something about that particular street, and I don't know what it is. I've been on that street a million times. I don't know what is so valuable on that street that warrants another premium, or warrants a premium. Shouldn't say another premium.
Yeah, we need to ask him what WDS, with the other field cards that have that bump up, do they all say WDS?
They say different things.
Different things.
Like, for example, Winton Park has it. It will say
know.
WTN, Winton,
Right.
for Winton. Tanica Park has it. It'll say TKP, Tanica Park.
Yes, mean.
WDS,
Okay.
right? Is that?
Well, you know what, I'm gonna suggest that we put this one aside for a minute and we'll see if Ross responds with an answer. Okay, so we're gonna table number 843.
So this is tabled.
Yeah, which means we'll come back to it before the end of the session.
Okay.
So let's see here. Come back. Next is 933. This is 31 Edge Hill Place. The homeowner is Joanne Fredericks. The appraisal was $715,000. Ask amount is $689,000.
Ask was how much?
689.
One on the end of it.
933.
You actually presented 5 comps.
Make the motion.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna make a motion to grant the appellant's ask amount of $689,000.
Okay, I'll second that.
The argument had to do with, home being in below average condition. Most of the comps that they looked at had extra features like, many of them had central air, which the subject property does not, updated kitchens and baths, some of them have solar, some had larger lots. Subject has had no major improvements. And 31 Edge Hill backs up to the highway and only gets a 0.95 adjustment for that. What I found interesting is with that, which one? 45 Edge Hill, which is the next door neighbor, was not a comp. I just actually did that. 45 Edge Hill was not one of her comps, but did sell in October of 24. For some reason, they get a 0.9 location adjustment for the parkway. So I could go through all the comps, but the comps don't support the value that they're asking for. I'll tell you that right now. The argument was that those comps are worth more because they're in better locations. They're not on the highway. They have things like central air conditioning. They have larger lots. They're renovated, et cetera, et cetera. I would say just based on looking at the other home, the next door neighbor on Edge Hill getting that 0.9 for the proximity to the highway, and this home only getting a 0.95, if you just gave them that extra 5%, you'd get to the value that they're asking for. They're asking for a tiny amount. They're asking for $26,000. I think it seems very reasonable to me, and I'd be happy to recommend that we just approve this one and move on that basis.
And then can we state that we'd be putting that to another 5%?
Well, so we can make a recommendation. This is another thing that because I did have a long conversation with Ross to understand about, making recommendations on changes on the field cards. His request was that if you have one that you want to make a change to the field card or request or find out what would the impact be, that you use the Ask the Assessor before you present.
Too late now.
And I know, I understand that.
Yeah, but we
can make-
did that in the past.
Right.
We've done that in the past,
Right.
where we've given a specific reason why we're going to that, because
Well,
we
we
didn't want
But we
to
can't
happen with that.
mandate
They
it.
just come back every year and it's.
Actually,
Unfortunately, we can't mandate a
Well,
change to the
we-
field card. We can only set the value.
Right, set the value, yeah.
So we can add it in the notes to say to the assessor's office, this is how we came to it, and we suggest you do this. They can take it or leave our suggestion.
I'm sure, I don't understand why we can't demand it. If,
Because our charter is only to
Oh,
set
we've done
the
it before.
appraised value.
we've done it before, yeah.
Because.
Well, but we are saying, that's how we're doing it. We're doing it by saying,
Right.
you have to do this, otherwise it doesn't work.
Right.
Where else are you gonna get it from? It's gotta come, it's where it's gotta be.
Because that's always going to stay at 0.95.
Yeah.
It's to their advantage to take the recommendation, because otherwise the people are going to come back again every single time.
Well, whatever, I mean, we don't need to argue over that, but, and we've done that before, Peter, if you remember. We didn't really do the Ask the Assessor for that. We actually had him available.
right.
And we would say, okay, if we do this, what number is it? He would give us a number, we'd say, okay, that's good, we'll do that. We would do it right then. We didn't do it in advance, because now it's too late to do it in advance. How long did he take to get back to you? 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And by the way, the thing about that last appeal,
Quickly.
with that thing with the woods, I had a different one, and I asked him, I sent him an email on it, he never responded. So that's, just saying. Okay, so what are we doing with this
Call
one
the
then?
vote. I recommend that we approve this one.
We recommend that we,
That we approve this
Grant the
one.
appeals.
Move to 600.
Just
His
approve the
request.
689.
right.
So, do you want to call the vote?
All in
Sure.
favor?
Yeah, all in favor of 689?
Aye.
Okay.
Okay.
So the appellants ask for 689,000 passed unanimously, 500.
Yes.
6-9.
Now, 969. The address is 139 Melody Lane. The property owners
what
are
number was it again?
969.
Okay.
The property owners are Thomas and Deborah Serino, Serino. So the appraised amount was $767,000. They are asking for a reduction to $695,000. I will make a motion to grant the owner's request of $695,000.
I'll second that.
So they did have a preliminary hearing with Tyler Technologies. For some reason, Tyler didn't have any of the documents that they had sent in, but they did get a change of about $18,000. They
What's the
feel
address again?
139 Melody Lane. They feel that the land value is too high. They have no deck or patio or anything special, no updates to the home. They get a lot of noise from the nearby ShopRite and trucks coming and going, especially like they do deliveries at night and early in the morning. No central ACC, no finished basement, which compared to the 3 comps they provided, a lot of those do have some of those features. So the first comp they provided was 28 Stilson. That's Stilson Place. That home sold for $578,000 in January of '26. It's somewhat smaller. The subject property is 1,470 square feet. The comp is 1,075.
Oh, good.
This comp seems a little, I think it's also pretty close by, 124 Zost Street. Sold for $695,800 in May of '25. It's built within 3 years. It's 1,415 square feet versus 1,470. The lot is slightly bigger. The subject property is a quarter acre. Zost Street's almost half an acre. But the Zost Street property also has central AC. This is one of those ones that I find very odd that sold in May of '25 for $695, but they got an appraisal of $870,000. But I guess,
You mean from the town?
yeah, but the people from Zost Street, I guess, can, hopefully are smart enough to appeal.
These people have an appraisal too.
Right, so those were the comps on the appraisal that I was
Sugar Plum, Zost, Ridgedale.
looking at. Yeah, and then Sugar Plum. But Sugar Plum is much bigger. That's a 2,100, and it's a colonial, not a cape. There were no others. There were no other sales on Melody Lane. There's, Stilson Place, which is right around the corner, had a handful of sales.
They don't have the whole.
The whole appraisal's there. Keep going. Keep going. It's there.
Oh, God.
Well, actually, they don't. They have the comps. That's
They have comps. It wasn't like a formal appraisal, but they.
It was a formal appraisal. They just didn't submit the whole thing.
Yeah. So the accountant did.
Yeah, the appellant did. Or they lost it. One of the two.
What's the date on it? Show the date.
Yeah, this was weird because they didn't bring in a formal appraisal to me. Like they have this letter.
Well, this is a formal appraisal.
They have this letter, but they didn't bring in an appraisal report when they came to meet me, and the assessor doesn't have it.
Effective date of data, August of '25.
Okay.
Yeah, but based upon limiting conditions attached to this report, but the report's not here. And I never saw the report. All I had was the pages that they printed from Zillow.
Oh,
So, yeah, it's like a little odd. So, I mean,
so is
most of the value of this is,
The comp page is the only one I see.
the comp page, but where's the page that shows what the adjusted, with the adjustments, what the number was, the final number?
Here, it's down here.
Where?
694, 685,
No, but
101.
then there should be one number with those three. I mean, we could average them, I guess, but you know what I mean? On
Only
every
one that shows the total at the end?
Yes,
Where she gives the value for the house?
yes.
It's in the beginning.
This,
Go all the way to the beginning, after the picture of the house, and then there's her sheet that says,
but there's not like the report that you normally get from the appraiser. It's
Yeah.
just that letter.
oh, the letter.
oh, no, the letter corresponds to the.
Oh, no, there is this. They must have brought this in after
95. That's what it
What they're
was.
asking. Yep.
the appeal, because I never saw this.
Yeah, they might have brought it in later.
Well, it's crazy the way it's. All right, I see.
You see what I mean?
I see it, yeah, but then they've got Zillow stuff thrown in there
Yeah.
too.
Right, that's why I was so
It's confusing.
Yeah,
confused.
All right, so it's 695 as of August. Yeah.
So wait, where are the?
0687. I mean,
Where are the
good
adjusted
comps.
values?
Yeah, the comps are fine.
Or 695, 700.
Yep.
So, I mean, those would back up the 694. I mean, of the 767, 674 of it's the land and 92 is the dwelling and some kind of outbuilding, probably a detached garage. Question is a quarter acre lot in this neighborhood worth $674,000? That's really what it comes down to, I think.
Well, I don't know. I mean, normally I would wonder too, but because even though they supplied the Zillow crap, she also supplied comps from an appraiser, which is it's a valid appraisal.
Right.
And then a final value from the appraiser
Yeah.
of 695.
Right.
So I'm not worried about what the land costs because I'm looking at the whole thing and saying, well, okay, the comps are good.
Yeah, I'm satisfied with that.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah, and and the comps. Where's Sugar Plum?
Sugar Plum is off of Katona.
Sugar, yeah, it's off of Judd and
okay.
Katona.
So it's not that far, it's around the corner
Circle.
from there,
Oh,
yeah.
it is, okay,
Yep, oh, yeah.
It's like almost behind it.
okay.
And actually, Melody is a way worse location because you literally have ShopRite.
Yeah, you do, you have the trucks back there.
That was one of their big complaints was that.
That is not a good spot there.
It's
Long
very
time in the
noisy.
day and night, both.
Yeah,
Day and night, because they deliver at night sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Really early in the morning.
okay. So,
So, all right. So, all those in favor of granting the appellant's request to 695,000, say aye.
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 The appellant's request for 695,000 passed unanimously 500.
Neil, do you have more, or is that it?
That's it for Neil.
Then can I make a motion that we have a bathroom break?
yeah, my last one that I was supposed to have was a no-show that I think Chrissy ended up giving. And then hopefully we hear back from Ross about that other thing and we can go back and finish it.
All right, I'm just going to put it on mute, all right, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm headed upstairs.
What time is Chrissy coming?
7:30.
And then you do a tahini dressing on top.
Oh, nice.
So good, so good.
All right.
Take a back.
Would someone like to go? Someone?
I don't care, I can go, I guess.
But when Tim comes to get me, I can leave.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll start with. Okay, appeal number 401. Cecilia Fung, the address is 480 Wilson Street, single-family residence. The town value is $910,700, and she's asking to be put at $750,000.
Can you repeat those numbers?
Sure, the town value, $910,700,
Okay,
and she's asking to go to $750,000.
quite a reduction.
So I make a motion that we accept that we grant the appellate's requested value.
I'll second that.
Okay, all right. And she's citing.
I'm sorry, who seconded it? I didn't hear. Oh, okay, thank you.
She's citing excessive land and improvement value as her issue. And she has an appraisal done by Greg Lane. I have a copy here if anybody wants to, an extra copy if anybody wants to take a look at it. With a map of the surrounding properties. I reviewed it. He used Wilson Street, Park Avenue, and Valley Road for comps, all good comps, right in that neighborhood, made correct adjustments. He said his most reliance was placed on the closed comparable sales number 1, which was 636 Wilson Street, which closed in May of 25. And what was the other one? Sale number 2, because it requested the least amount of growth adjustment.
Say again?
He liked comp number 2, which was Park Avenue, because it required the least amount of adjustments. And comp 3, which sold in 2024, is 1134 Valley Road. And that was sold for $375, but it was totally rehabbed afterwards. Let's see, it's got any other. And it's got all the pictures, the accompanying pictures. And his value that he placed on it was.
So why, can I ask a question though? Why would you, because I know where the Valley Road one is. I know where the Wilson Street one is too. Why would you do that as a comp that, you know?
You mean the last one?
Park
The last
Avenue,
one?
yeah.
Well, because it's close by. It's a busy road, like Wilson Street is, and like Valley is. So maybe that's why he used it. I don't know why he would use it. I mean, that's, you know, he makes his adjustments, so it's not like he just used it to bring the price down. He adjusts it so that it comes. He came to it with the adjusted value. Well, he has on here though. Let me see what he's got here. And then it looks like it must have sold. Oh, all right. I'm sorry. He's got sold subsequently totally rehabbed. But when you look at the appraisal, 1134 Valley Road, he's got it closed in 2025 with a value of 736. So that's why. I don't know why he mentioned that it closed, maybe because it closed twice. But the most recent price was 736.
In the park? Oh, it's
Valley, 1134 Valley.
Valley, oh, okay.
3439 Park Avenue closed for 710.
710,
And 636 Wilson closed for 751.
yeah. Added value to the comps.
Yep, he added value where he had to. Similar size. And adjusted when it wasn't. And his value came up to 750,000, exactly what she's asking for, which is no surprise. So I don't, it's just, anybody wants to take a look at this, it's here. Oh, you're looking at it online?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if that one was on there or not. Okay. All right. So based on this information that's in here and the comps that I found no errors with, no arguments about. I'm all set. Anybody have any questions?
I do it, and again, not trying to, you know, shame on the integrity of the appraiser or anything, but you have 3 sales on Wilson Street, and you think some of them would be a little bit relevant. I'm surprised they, wouldn't use any of them, and they're, they would need adjustments, but they would all be upward adjustments because they're smaller homes.
Which are smaller?
The others, the other.
The non-Wilson Street.
No, there were 3 sales on Wilson Street that are all smaller lots, smaller homes that all sold between $655,000 and $800,000.
Well, the highest one was 761.
Well, there was 556 Wilson sold in July of '24, so it's a little bit outside the period.
Well, but you've got 4 in just in 25 and 26, so I would use those.
But, the comps that he provided. I'm just not sure why you would, again, I can't
think
try
you
to
know what
read
to
his
do.
mind. I'm surprised he would use something on Park Avenue when there were comps right on Wilson.
It could be because maybe the adjustments are different. I think that's some of it too. They look and they'll go, okay, well, if I use this one, I have to adjust this way. If I use this one, I have to adjust this way. They'd probably use what's easier for them to adjust.
Let's see.
I would have thought Wilson would bring in higher values.
Why? It's a huge cut-through street and it's extremely busy.
It is a cut through, but so are the others.
So's Park, so's Valley. Valley not as bad, but still a cut-through. But Wilson that's busy. Well, also, you've got here that there's incurable external obsolescence noticed because it's direct frontage on Wilson Street, which means you can't change. That's one of those things you can't change. It appears to be larger than one's property.
That's the other house on Wilson.
It's an interior lot. The expansion possibilities are limited.
Yeah, it is an interior lot.
Yeah.
Is that a shared driveway?
I don't know. He doesn't say it's shared, but I can't tell from this. Let me see this other thing. Maybe I can see from this. See what my notes are on it too. I don't have any special notes, just that it looked good to me.
Well, I personally, on the ones that I've worked on, I kind of defer to the assessor if they went out, or to the appraiser if they went out and got an appraisal, but if, obviously, there's enough people here who have, if you have stronger opinions on why it was not a good appraisal, then have at it, but I kind of defer to.
Okay. I mean, I've seen some appraisals where it like.
Right, so
and I've
that's what I'm saying,
actually
if you have strong
met with
opinions
some of
about
the
it, then-
hearing, in my hearings, I actually said, well, I know you have an appraisal, but I wouldn't have used that comp.
Gotcha.
But these 3, I'm okay with that. And actually, just trying to see,
I mean,
761 was the one that, and 1680 square feet, so it's a little bit smaller. 2338.
Yeah, so
But
he adjusted it, he made the adjustment upward to cover it.
So even if it was like, this one sold for 761, and it's a nice colonial, really. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. But, and actually the condition of this one at 761, that sold for 761,000 at 636 Wilson Street is in much better condition than the appellant's property. Appellant's property is rough.
Yeah.
And when you look at it,
right, I mean, he took off $50,000 to adjust for the condition.
And that's like nothing, because it's been $50,000 in 10 minutes renovating a house. Okay, so
talking about a difference of 750
Yeah.
square feet. Even at 800, but I'm okay with this.
Okay. Any other discussion?
I feel like it's a little low, myself. I mean, I only say that because Park Avenue is, Wilson is busy for sure. But it's a different beast on Park Avenue. I mean, it's, you know, just so much more traffic. You're right on the Bridgeport line there. You got the school, you know, right across the street, I think, from that, you know, the Valley Road one.
Schools, churches,
Yeah, right.
what have you.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
all
Traffic.
right, well, throw that one out. Throw that comp out, and you still have two other comps. One right on Wilson and one on Valley, which is not that far.
Well, no, the Valley is the one I'm saying is the one that's right there. It's like right at the base of,
Oh, is that the house that's at the corner? of
yeah. I
Park
mean, it's
and
like, it's on Park.
I mean, wait a minute, talking about the one on 1134 Valley?
Yeah.
Well,
So your best comp is 636 Wilson, which is 779.
636 Wilson is 761.
sold for 761.
Oh, or adjusted to 761. Okay.
I mean, there was another on, another on Wilson that sold in July of '24 for 800.
That was like slightly before the reval period though, right?
Right. Yeah, of course.
I mean, you've got four right here in 25 and 26. You would just have to adjust for square footage, but
Listen, we can vote. So, the value is 750, right?
750, yes.
All those in favor of granting the appellant's ask of 750,000, raise your hand. All those opposed?
oh, now we have a tie, so that means they get denied.
Wait a minute, you're not here. You're
You
done.
can be not here if you want, an amendment.
Oh, wait a sec. We've never done, we've had six people vote before.
We've never had-
That's not true.
That's baloney. We've never, I'm
we've
sorry,
had
Peter, I
that.
have to disagree. We've always had an odd number of people, always.
And that's not fair to the appellant.
Not fair to the
have
appellant.
even numbers, because then it is, if it's a tie vote.
And it always goes to the
it's
town. The town has no
automatically
chance.
gets
It's not fair to
denied.
him.
And I mean, I didn't think.
We've
I didn't
had,
think Laura was voting.
we've
You
had,
know.
6 members previously.
I don't know when that was.
I-
Yeah, but maybe, I mean, there was a time when you were on the board, I wasn't. Maybe that's when it was. I don't
And
remember.
we've said it's not fair to the appellant, which I don't think it is. I would rather table something if we don't, if we have
Yeah, if we have to table it, we'll table
a
it.
number of people.
You can table it till tomorrow.
No, we'll, I mean, if you're not gonna vote, you have to, you're,
Well, I did vote, but you can try again after I leave in 30 seconds.
If we want to reconsider it, I'd be more inclined to agree to a grant in part. I just
What?
feel like 750 is really low.
So I guess we're gonna take the,
I thought it was low too, that's why I voted.
and just pick them apart until we get to a number that we're happy with.
we
I'm just saying.
we can do that. I know you don't like that,
Well, I
but
don't
we
like it because
can,
well.
we can.
Okay, then let me ask you this, Peter. And I don't mean this disrespectfully, okay? I'm just trying to make my point. Can you two please take your credentials out and show me why you think you're better than he is?
Paulette, and I would say the same thing, I'd say the same thing, I don't want to get to your argument, I'd say the same thing though, but your argument is that the assessor's office doesn't know what they're doing, and
I
they're
know.
trained, and they go through models, and they come up with the model that, you know, comes to a value. So I don't agree, I don't have the same training as Greg Lane, all right, but I can read, I can look at things, I can see things that seem that maybe there are
leaving the
other, it seems curious to me
Write
that
down
you wouldn't
time.
have something on Wilson when it's.
My ride is here.
Is right there, and he has two on Park Avenue, which I understand are close, have some similar attributes, but, so, I mean,
All right, what would you?
I am going to tell you, from now on, I will be
Right.
questioning
Every single
appraisals.
appraisal. Oh, that's great. Okay.
What would
But just the other day, Paulette, when we were looking at comps on something else, I can't remember what it was, when you were really good at pointing out which were good comps and which were bad comps. And on several times you threw out ones on Park Avenue saying, yeah, that's not
Yeah,
relevant.
but I don't remember which appeal that was. If you remember,
I
tell
don't
me.
remember specifically.
So-
But the argument was basically because Park Avenue is just very hard to compare to anything else. It is unlike almost any other street in the rest of that neighborhood nearby. I mean, it's a major, 4-lane road with a double yellow line. And I don't know exactly where they, I'm sure that I know that they're trained and they have formulas that they use to make the adjustments and all, but it just.
Well, that's pretty much, I mean.
Are you saying, and again, I don't want to try to tarnish anybody's reputation, but I know the reality is because I've had to get appraisals for various purposes. And I know that if you ask the same appraiser I need an appraisal for tax purposes versus I need an appraiser for a mortgage, they're going to come back with two different numbers. They're human and they can meet an objective and still follow the rules and the process. And if what they were saying was always sacrosanct, then we wouldn't need this board. We would tell everybody, just get a professional appraiser from a certified appraiser, and those will automatically be accepted. And that would certainly be a lot easier for us because we could basically take 150 or 200 appeals off of our plate and just summarily approve them, but that doesn't seem right to me.
All right, so what would your recommendation be if you mentioned that, giving them a partial?
Yeah, you want to give them partial. What do you want to give them?
What was that other? What were the other ones?
There was a sale for 800.
Yeah, I mean there was a.
There's a sale on Wilson?
On Wilson.
How big?
1240,
I'm sorry?
1,240 square feet on the plan.
Smaller house with fewer bedrooms.
3 beds, 2 baths.
It was a 5-bed, 2-bath house.
Okay, well, if you want to make a motion to grant in part,
Okay, so I'll make a motion to.
Beautiful condition, absolutely gorgeous condition.
that doesn't seem to matter.
Which one?
The one for 800.
Gotcha.
I mean, listen, I feel like she needs something because this is,
Right.
it's really too high. So I could get behind 800.
All right, so I'll make a
Valid.
motion to adjust the amount to $800,000.
I will second that.
Okay.
I'll second, yep.
All those in favor of granting in part to 800,000? Any all opposed? So Paulette's opposed.
So the motion for an amended amount of 800,000 has passed 4-1-0.
Yep.
Okay, the next one is appeal number 629. The address is 10 Jackman Avenue. Sean and Natalie Arthur are the owners. The town's value is $1,235,700. And they're asking to be reduced to $1,100,000 even. Now, this house on Jackman is at the corner of Park Avenue. So you get the traffic from Jackman and Park. It was kind of like jammed in when it was built. It's on a small lot. It's on like 0.21, I think. But that's smaller than all the other lots in the neighborhood. It's half of what everybody else's is. Let's see. They asked to have a traffic study done by the town because the traffic is so bad there. They pulled the ticket for it. It's not been done yet. I don't know when it's going to be done, not in time for this, but that's how concerned they are about the traffic. They have limited use of the property because of the way the house sits on it and the way the lot is shaped. So they really don't have much property left to use. And they are, like I said, they have, what did he say they have? Okay, 9,306 square feet of property. In that zone, I believe they need 20,000. Yep, 20,000 square feet. So they're way under. So to get a variance for that, but she's saying that they can't do it. I think they looked into putting in a pool. They weren't allowed to put that in either. Okay. So interestingly enough, it's a hard property to find comps for, but they did provide some. We also discussed
Why is it hard, just curious. Why is
size,
it-
if you want to go by land size. In that neighborhood, most of the properties are half acre.
I got you.
So they did use one of their sales, they used a sale on Park Avenue. Oh, but we won't be using that, we know that. Okay, so let's throw that out. Then there's Merritt Street and Marnie Avenue. And those sales are $799 and $575.
Well, where is it on Park Avenue?
They're Jackman, it's right at the corner of
No,
Park
I'm,
Avenue.
I'm saying, where is this one on Park?
Oh, it's at 3439, but,
Next door?
well, I don't know, because, no, I don't think it's next door.
Well, this house pretty much is on Park Avenue.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
think we should.
Up to you guys, just saying. Let's see what they say. It's interesting, the history of the property, which they discussed with me when they were there, is that the interesting thing is that when this house was originally listed for sale, it was listed with another lot. So somebody bought it for, I think, $375, and then split it off, and then sold the lot to a builder. So the lot itself, just the plain lot that this house is on, sold for $150,000 in like 2017. The reason I bring that up is because I looked up with them, because they couldn't figure it out. Mayweed Road was the closest land sale that you could find. And that's not even in their neighborhood. Mayweed is a much nicer location in the university area. Those lots sold for $300,000 and $350,000 at the same time period. So look at the difference in that land versus this land. That lot is just not good. So, and it was on the market several times and they finally sold it for that. Let's see. They do have an adjustment on their land already, I believe. I don't think it's a very large assessment. No, okay, yeah, he gave them, the assessor gave them a 5% reduction in their land based on traffic. So, which I don't think is really enough to be at that location. So I don't see how that lot and house, the house itself, they showed pictures of it. It's really not bad. It's not that dated. It's only 10 years old. So it's not, it's somewhat dated, not really. I mean, it's pretty much acceptable the way it is. And based on that, what else do I have here? So because the house really isn't anything to argue over or discuss, if we said that based on the location, and a sold comp that they supplied here at Edge Hill Place, which is not really near them, but Edge Hill Place has the highway behind it. So it doesn't have Park Avenue, but it's got highway noise. That sold for $1,150. So my recommendation would be to go after the land, because really that lot is not worth that much money. If it only, I mean, think about it, it sold for like almost a third of what other lots sold for during that time period when it was on the market. Yes, they've gone up in value, but still, there's a huge difference between that lot and the other lots. I would say that if we took the land back up to the original full price of 100% and then dropped it down to 0.80, the land goes to about $468,610. And if you work all the numbers out, it comes out to $117,000 off. So I think that would get them, it's not going to get them to the exact number, but I think it gets them pretty close to where they want to be.
I'm just looking at that. That list, does it show you on this highlighted list? Oh, there it is, sale price.
They have their house, besides that, I mean, their house, it's only 10 years old. They have their house valued at $664,000. That's a lot. But it's a big house and it's not that old, so leave that alone.
You're saying drop the land to like 445,
Dropping the land to 468,600.
not 468, okay.
Leave the 10 off, 468,600, and then add back in the house value, 664,900. So let's just make it 665, gets it easier. 1133. Then they have this $14,000 for what building? I don't know what this $14,400 is for.
14,000, is there a detached garage?
I don't know. The garage is attached, so that should be considered with the house.
Oh, wait, where do you see it
All
building?
these highlighted comps.
Where it says
they
appraised
sold for
value
so
somewhere,
much less.
14,400.
Yes. What did you say? I'm sorry, Chrissy?
No, he's saying, where do you see the 14,000?
I know, they sold for a lot less.
A lot less, and
Yeah.
they're only asking to go to 1
Yeah,
million.
they're only going asking to go to 1-1. Most of these comps sold for a lot less than
I
that.
mean, the one on Park Avenue is in that little stretch around Shirley Place, so.
Oh, yeah, so that's not that far
It
from
makes a
there.
huge difference. There's one little part of Park Avenue that's actually beautiful. It's once if you come out of Wilson and you make a left, you go up that way, totally different.
Oh, yeah, then the other
When you
way.
make a right and you're in that Toilsome Hill area, it's still beautiful.
You're talking about reducing them to 1,147,900, is that what you?
Let's see. Well, let me add the 14, I didn't add that 14,000 back in yet, because I didn't know what it was for.
I don't see that on the card.
It's on the,
Yeah,
it's on the
it's on the
appraised
field
value at the
card.
far right. They've got it all broken down by house.
14,400.
Oh, I was just looking at the total of the dwelling.
Oh, I know what it's for, I bet it's for the generator.
Oh, okay.
They added a generator, which, you
I was
know,
just looking at the total value of the building at 679, of the dwelling at 679.
well, I guess there's nothing we can do about it, but generators cost about $10,000. Why did they appraise this one at 14,400?
So it says fireplace and generator,
I
14.
don't see fireplace, but,
Above the generator on the field card.
oh, I'm looking at the field card, no,
Down in
Dwelling
in the
info.
outbuilding and yard items.
building, okay, well, all right then. Okay, so 14, we'll add in another 14,400. I'm sorry, what'd you get, Neil?
Get 1,147.
That's what I got, 1,147,400.
400, okay. I got that.
I could be wrong about that. I rounded everything up before I started to add, so to make them whole numbers.
I mean, do 1,148.
So I guess I'm going to change the original motion. Peter, is that what I have to do?
Yeah, you're going to amend the motion.
So I'm going to amend the original motion to grant in part to a value of $1,147,400. Neil, is that right? Is that what you got?
Yeah, just rounding it out, yeah.
Close enough.
$900, close enough for government work, as they say.
All right, all in favor of, so it's 1,147,400, right?
Yep.
All right, all those in favor of granting in part to 1,147,400, raise your hand.
Unanimous.
Who seconded that motion, by the way?
Oh,
Oh,
I will,
Okay,
sorry.
that's okay. Okay. So the motion to grant the appellant 1,147,400 passed unanimously, 500.
now appeal number 456 was on my list,
Okay.
but it's not mine. I found out, we pulled it to see whose it was, it's Laura's. Okay? So now where do I put this? Because it wasn't her, does this go in the regular pile or does that go to you?
I'll put it back.
Okay, and put this one back too, because it was stuck to one of my other appeals. I don't know whose that is, I didn't even look. Okay, so getting right back on track, we have. Okay. All right, the next appeal is number 563. 1263 Brookline Avenue, Sami Sayel is the owner. Town value is $920,900. He's asking to be reduced to $675,000. Now, this house is on the part of Brookline Avenue that one side of the street is Fairfield, the other side's Bridgeport. It's not in the regular section. He was reduced the last time he came. He came in the last reval. Let's see what he's got to say here. He supplied all kinds of comps and stuff. Got all kinds of pictures of the area. He's complaining that, and I don't blame him because I've been over there. Let's see, maybe it's on here. Summary, okay. He's on a busy road at a four-way stop sign intersection, which is primarily used by commuters traveling to Bridgeport. Home is located on a city's town line across the street from Bridgeport, which is significantly lower assessments. Home and land requires significant repairs and remodeling due to damage and poor construction, materials and workmanship. Requires approximately $150,000 worth of work, interior and exterior. He purchased the house for $577,000 in 2021, and now it's appraised for $920,000, significantly higher. Purchase price is a current appraised price, not in the range. There's no sidewalks. It's not safe to walk the kids. There's been a lot of accidents. He tells us, he's had 50 traffic violations given by the police at that stop sign.
How many?
50. In 2025 alone.
Oh, my God.
Okay. So he's got his comps here. He's got a comp, and now his location will be worse than all the comps. Because there's another, he's one of those, not another location like it. He's got his location, one of his comps is at 46 Brookline Terrace, which is a quiet side street. That's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It's larger, 1,000 square feet larger than his. And the land is, he's got a half acre more land on this house than his. The next comp is 145 Cashmere Drive, which I find interesting because he says it's, he doesn't say it on here. Okay, he's got it in this box. It's a busy road similar, it is not a busy road similar to Brookline Avenue. It's a quiet side street in Stratfield. So, but it's interesting that.
Which road?
Cashmere. That's not busy over there. It's quiet there. But I find it interesting that it's bigger than his, and it's sold for $775,000. That street should have. I think that street would be worth more at least.
Did that sell?
Wait a minute, I can tell you, it sold in 6/25, June of 25. He's got some other comps in here too. Oh, I'm sorry, I passed his other. I did them backwards. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's got another comp at 675 Fairfield Woods Road, which sold for $610,000, and that was in 7/24. So that was a little bit older, but that is a busy road. It has more land. And then he's got one at 8 Lynbrook Road at $700,000, 400 more square feet. It's 400 square feet larger, and it's not the greatest comp as far as location goes. But I will say this: his location is bad. This location is no better.
Right.
Even though it's not the same kind of an issue.
They both have that issue of proximity to Bridgeport.
That's right. That's the one thing they have in common.
The
Yep.
impact is the same.
Same there. Yep. So, and this one sold, where's Lynbrook? Sold $725,000.
Yeah, I think that's a good comp.
Yep. And then he told me something about Brookview Avenue. I didn't look that one up. I looked them up. I couldn't see what date they sold for, so I had to look all these up to find the sale date, which was no big deal. But Brookview Avenue was another one. That sold in 2024, but that sold for $662,000. So that's kind of out of the range. But he's got all the field cards here from those properties. He's got pictures of the damage on his house. And so it just seems like the sales comps are just a lot lower than his, and they're bigger houses, and some have more land.
Well, the Brookline, 46 Brookline Terrace, that's 757, right?
I think so. Wait a minute. Brookline Terrace?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, that's a good one. Yeah. Lynbrook's a good one because of the way we just discussed. And I think that the Cashmere tells a good tale of here's a great street, quiet, nice big colonial, bigger than his, and it sold for $775,000.
Yeah.
So he wants to go to 675.
He's in that weird triangle
Yeah, that
area
little-
where it's
yep.
very close to commercial too.
Yeah,
up there.
yeah.
And I looked at that Brookline Terrace has a lot more property,
Yeah, Yep.
all the property.
yeah. That's what he said. He's got like a lot more acreage than his. Anybody have questions or discussion?
If you, like, take the comps that he gives and do they justify the 675?
Well, it's hard to say because of the fact that we, like I said, Lindbrook, well, here you go. Here's Lindbrook. Lindbrook sold for 700. Maybe that's a good comp for him. But so is Brooklawn Terrace at 757. Casimir, 775, and that's a much nicer street. So, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, what do you think about Lindbrook?
I mean, I do think 675 is too low.
Yeah, I think- what about Lindbrook?
I do. Yeah, although, Lindbrook, I'm trying to remember, I didn't see that.
Has the same impact, like you said, as being close to Bridgeport.
Yeah.
It's 400, it's bigger than his. How many baths does he have?
He has
got-
2 full, 1 half.
He's got 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. This has 4 bedrooms, 4 full baths.
Yeah, his house is,
And he's right, this one is at the corner at an intersection, so I can see where the similarity is for that particular comp. So maybe we should go for 700. Grant in part.
Yeah, I mean, he paid 577 in 2021, so had to have
I mean, it's,
appreciated something.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
Obvious.
it's, I know that house, it's not,
yeah.
even though it's a newer construction, it's, how do I put it? It's not even close to high end.
No.
Not even close
Well,
to
he says it in his-
mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay to say it because he says it. It was poor construction from when he bought it.
It's there.
Yeah.
Are you amending?
So, yeah, I can, yep, I'd like to amend the original motion. So I'd like to make a motion to grant in part to a value of 700,000. That's it.
So second?
Did we second it when it first came on?
Yeah, second the new.
Oh, you did? We haven't been doing that. have
I'll
we?
second it.
Second it.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all in favor of
Oh, because it's an amendment.
granting in part to 700,000, say aye or raise your hand. And then opposed? Opposed.
Okay,
So the amendment to grant 700,000 passed 3-2-0.
next is 268. 122 Windermere Street. The owner is Joanne O'Rourke. Town value is $837,800, and she's looking to be reduced to $740,000. Based on current condition of the home, and the property appears to be overvalued compared with market values and comps. Similar properties are assessed significantly lower, also compared to property sales of similar nature. So, let's see. She only had one improvement in the past year. She put in central air. Built in 1974, all baths and kitchens are original. They have not been updated. She has the following comps. 8 Lindbrook Road, sold in July of 2025 for $700. 3439 Park Avenue, sold for $710 in June of '25. 315 Random Road, sold for $710 in October of '25. 68 Hawthorne, sold for $775 in October of '25. And 1320 Merritt Street, sold for $799 in July of 2025. all have more square footage than her house. Some sit on bigger lots. They've all been updated, remodeled, kitchens and bathrooms. Each of these new appraisals is far less than hers, and hopefully will decrease hers, be fair and equitable. Okay, so she actually has a market analysis done by a local realtor with some of the same comps that she pulled. Valley, Park, Merritt Street. And based on the condition of her home, the realtor recommended a suggested price of, I think it's 7, what she had. Broker price opinion was 725. So, and she asked for 740, so she rounded it up from that. She thought hers was worth a little bit more than what the realtor had said. It's a local realtor who does a lot of business in town. So it's, somebody who knows what they're doing. It's not a fly-by-night. The only comp, I think that for her street, I didn't like the Park Avenue comp because I don't really think that has anything to do with Park Avenue.
Say, let's get rid of that.
Valley Road, Merritt Street's okay.
I think Meredith.
That's good, yeah, yep. And all the comps have 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, or 3 bedrooms, 2 baths.
She adjusted too.
Yep, she adjusted up. Her house is a little bit bigger than some of the comps. Okay. So. That's about it. Any questions?
I just ask a quick question
Yeah.
about the spreadsheet that Neil sent versus like you mentioned Random Road, 315 Random Road. I don't see that on your spreadsheet as what does that mean? It was not in the window? Does that mean Tyler?
Spreadsheet, what are we talking about?
A spreadsheet.
Spreadsheet was 2023 to present, I believe.
Right, so I'm just, and I thought that you mentioned 315 Random Road sold when?
315 random?
10, 29, 25 for 710,000.
Yeah, so
Oh, so maybe.
I don't see it. That's like, I was just trying to, unless I,
Well, Random Road is.
I didn't pick that
No,
one.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying
I'm
in
just
general,
saying
why
as
is
a
it?
comp, it seems like that, isn't that, Random Road's like down
It's off of Valley.
Churchill.
Off of Valley.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's up Valley. It's up, isn't that up pretty far, Valley? Random?
It's about halfway up. on
Actually, it's a
Valley.
better location than Windermere, I think.
Well, Windmere's right off of Toilsome.
Yeah, it's parallel with.
Parallel, yeah.
Off of
Toilsome and
Alberta Street.
I mean, it's, it's
Farmington.
your basic street. I mean, there's nothing,
I mean, honestly,
nothing like Toilsome Hill, but it's, it is close to it, but it's nothing like it. I mean, she's got other comps too.
Oh, no, I wasn't
She was asking
questioning.
about whether the spreadsheet was.
Yes, I'm not questioning that as a comp. I'm
Nice
just
for
Which
saying,
address, what was the address on Random?
unless I wrote it 315.
well,
what I
five random.
Oh, is that what you used? Because I thought, either way. I
You know
don't
what,
see
I'm
that.
sorry, I might have said that wrong. I might have said 315 random, I looked at it really quickly. I'm sorry, it's number 3/5 random.
Okay, well,
That was
that's
my
not on there.
mistake, I
That also
apologize.
doesn't-
Yeah, that's also not on there, so.
Oh, okay, whatever. But Random Road's a better location.
much better.
Yeah, Random Road's a nice.
Yeah.
street. Yeah, I
That
wonder
was
why that-
kind of unrelated to, I just wanted to make sure I was comparing apples to
Well,
apples.
I'm glad you said that though, because got me to correct that, so that's good.
Okay.
And then the only reason I was saying that there's other comps is because she included other comps. She's got Cornell Road. Some of these I'm not even gonna bother because I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't use Fairway Green. Rockland Road, Brookline Parkway. She's saying these are the assessed values of these houses.
5 random sold October 30th, and this only goes through October 1st, I think.
Gotcha, so just missed the cutoff.
That could be why, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But I still think,
But if it closed-
that October 30th is very relevant to us.
I don't disagree.
Yeah, I think Kathleen.
Well, I think she made her case. I don't really have, you know,
You do or don't think she?
made her case. I think that she's got a fair, well, I mean, the broker opinion was 725. It was a range and the broker picked 725. The appellate picked 740. So she went a little bit higher than what, what that was, so I don't have a problem with that. So I don't, I'm okay. I don't have anything else to offer.
Like a nice house, but nothing like.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's actually a nice little neighborhood there. I mean, it's,
If you think 740 is too low, I just looked at the 4 comps, the Valley, 2 on Merit, and the 1 on Random. Just average those out, you're at 773, 775. Just FYI. But Windermere is not as nice as Valley, not as nice as Random.
Yeah.
Similar to Merit.
well, actually, I mean, I actually would be
Less
better.
appeal. Valley's a cut through.
Yeah, Valley's cut through, really no, I don't think they have, I mean, that's not, Windermere is a nice, like walkable, families are out there, kids are playing in the street, it's,
Well, that'd be like Random.
Same as Random, yeah.
That'd be like Random.
Yeah. It depends.
Although I think Random's got a nicer location. I don't know why, but I was on Windermere about a year or so ago. I wasn't that enthralled with it, but that's just me.
So that would mean it's $100,000 reduction.
I never look at that.
Okay.
I mean, that's just me. I never
Oh,
look at
that's
that.
fair. Oh, that's,
someone have an amended amount? Because I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not gonna go for 740. That's too low for that.
Based on,
775.
Just, my understanding of that neighborhood and just, some other of the comps I saw there, that seemed like better.
well, I see your point, but she did also say that the house is not in great shape. It's not been updated,
Yeah,
and the other ones were.
right.
And actually, I can't find the page, but the Realtor said the same thing. The Realtor said in her summary page where she put the price, that based on the condition of the house,
You just average the sale price of, based on the spreadsheet, that spreadsheet, it gets you closer to the 771 number, which is usually
That's why I said
around there
675.
anyway,
I
so.
mean, you see these photos, it's very outdated.
yeah, it's very dated.
Very dated. Extremely. I could do so.
There it is. Based on the condition of the property, I would suggest a listing price between $699 to $725. All comparable properties have been updated kitchens and have updated kitchens and baths. That's why she gave it that price. With the condition.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't sell a house like that for like 800 something.
No.
Forget it.
Are you comfortable with 775?
No, I'm comfortable with 740.
Okay.
Doesn't mean she's gonna get denied.
Because tonight she goes to court and costs the town $30,000.
no, the town will just settle it.
I think honestly, I think I can make a motion to amend, but I think that she was asking for 740. What are you saying, 770?
770, 775.
How about 765?
I mean, she would probably list for $699 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And, it would go in the 700s, so. 765, I could do that too.
Easy. Chris, you have any?
I could do 765, yes, I could do 765.
Then
A
I'll,
little more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
okay, I'll like to, and then I'll amend the motion to reduce in part to a value of 765, excuse me. Based on the condition of the house.
I will second it.
Thank you.
Okay. All in favor of granting in part to 765? Raise your hand. Denied,
Okay.
opposed.
And that's it for me. I had one more, which was number 67, but that was not mine, that was me.
The amended
That was
amount of
Oh, I'm sorry.
765
Amended amount of 765.
passed
4-1.
410.
So you said number 67?
Number 67, appeal number 67 is 245 Wilson Street. And that's not mine, that was Helene's. He was on my schedule and he didn't show up and I called him because I saved my sheets and it said on there that he had been hurt on Monday night. So I looked it up and it was Helene's.
Okay,
So I'm done.
all right. Did you prepare that one today? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Here you go, Peter.
Also respond to you about that other.
Not that I saw.
Just out of curiosity, because I was late, who else, like, has nobody, like, who's gone, who's left, like, who
I haven't gone, Helene and I haven't gone.
have
So,
not gone?
yeah.
Okay. So you had gone and Laura went?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just finished. Who's going next, Helene? Who's going next?
This is my apple, sorry.
Okay.
Let me pull it up.
That's Helene, okay.
This is, hold on. This is appeal number 67. The address is 245 Wilson Street. The appellant is Judah Epstein,
627, did you say?
No, just 67.
67.
7.
I make a motion that we approve the appellant's value of $824,600. The town has him at $1,291,900. You want to second that?
I'll second it.
All right. So it's interesting. This property is 3 acres. Wait a minute. Is it? It is 2 acres. 2 acres. Sorry, 2 acres. Because I found a property that. It's in a quarter-acre zone, so, you know, this brings up the whole issue of how do we value that land, even though it's 2 acres and it's in a quarter-acre zone. He's got the land at $1,140,100, which is so out of whack. It's not even funny.
Million what, did you say?
He's got the land at $1,140,000. All right. So I looked at the other properties just right around there. I also, I should also preface this by saying his land, even though it is 2 acres, it's not able to be subdivided because of where the house is on the lot. And he's got wetlands and he's got, even if he could, like, tear the house down and subdivide somehow, you can't get to those lots because of the wetlands and because of the irregular shape of the property. If you look online, I think there's a map here that shows you how wacky that lot is shaped. There is an appraisal here. Oh my God, appraisal. Let's get my camera out. Gotta get an appraisal. Brings him down to 886. But I found a piece of property which is very interesting on Ermine Street, which is 3 acres. And the land on Ermine Street, now I'm trying to find it, is not valued the way he's valuing this property. He's taking 2 acres and making it seem like it's, you know, a Greenfield Hill property. The land on Ermine Street was listed for $2 million, and it's now down to $1.4 million, and it's 3 subdividable lots, or 2. Actually, initially it was 3.
Initially it was 3.
Yeah, and that just took a deposit, and that's in the university area. So that land is valued at, find it. Did you find out the price on that, Paulette?
She wouldn't tell me, but she said it's not going for anywhere near the asking price.
Yeah, let me just tell you with it. Um, 29. All right. That land is 3 acres, and that's 1,014,500, and it's subdividable. So you can build 2 houses on it. They've got him at his land at, like I said, 1,140,000. So also, he's got an appraisal here. Fairfield Woods Road, Bailey Road, and Black Rock Turnpike. I just think we need to focus on this land because it's so out of whack. I mean, his property, all the properties around him are less. The two biggest properties right next to him are 263 Wilson. That's a little over half an acre. And then 232 Wilson is just also a little over an acre, half an acre. And those are valued at $668,300 and $706,100. So if you took the value of, in order to get his land down, if you took, let me go back to the field card.
Am I reading it correctly, though, that the 824 he's asking for is, he wants to be flat to the last reval? Is that
He
what I'm saying?
wants to go,
Because that I can't support. I don't even know what you're about to say next, but I can't support that.
I think unfortunately, the appraisal is for that. The appraiser doesn't look at what it was. So
Gotcha,
he's saying that right now, that's what he thinks it's worth.
gotcha, because that is the exact same number, if I'm looking correctly, that his house was appraised at in the reval last time. That was a hard sell for me.
yeah, let me see, let me pull it up.
The other thing that's a problem is that everybody in town doesn't get treated the same. And if we're looking for fair and equitable, we're not finding it here. And the reason I say that is because if you live in Greenfield Hill, where there's 2 acre zoning, and you have anything over 2 acres, it could be 2.1, right? Anything over 2, the assessor values your 2 acres at full value,
Yeah.
and then he drops the rest of it by 50%.
Okay.
On that land curve.
If
Yeah,
you have 3 acres, 1 acre is going to be valued at 50%.
gotcha.
Because it's over, you can't subdivide it, you have to have 2 acres
Right.
to build,
Right.
and it's over the 2 acres.
Right.
Now, here's a guy that lives in a zone that has quarter acre zoning. He can't subdivide his property, so that's all excess acreage for him. And it has a value, yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have it shouldn't have the full value, so why isn't he treated the same way as the people in Greenfield Hill?
And he's got Horsebrook Tavern on his property too, which is,
Water.
Yeah, it's just water. If you look at the map, there's a huge area that borders right on his backside of his property.
And we know for sure that this could not be subdivided.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
No,
Nothing that could be
Nope.
cut.
Nope.
no.
Well, but let me just, the way you phrased it, or how I heard it, was that where the house currently is why it can't be subdivided. So, I mean,
I guess you'd have to take down, to do anything, you'd have to take that house down. But also, the lot, you would not be able to subdivide it because in order to access, even if it were a back lot, there's nowhere to access it because you have to go in through another street, which means you'd have to go onto somebody else's property. It would be a back lot, and you can't even get there because of the wetland setback or the water, the setback. And so you'd have to, I guess you'd have to tear the house down, but I don't even know if that's possible, even if you did tear the house down, because then where would you put the house?
Right.
You still have to put it somewhere. And here, let me,
So to split, you're right, you have to put 2 houses. If you're going to subdivide, you have to put 2 houses. You've got wetlands and a brook on the property.
Yeah,
The properties are regularly shaped. There's no easy way in.
right.
So as it stands now, it's one lot.
So, yeah, I mean, so the fact that, he's asking to go to where he was before, I mean, I agree with you there, that it would be, he wouldn't be getting any increase,
Which
which,
he was at 886 before.
but
Then don't you have to wonder though, that was from 2021, but what if that was wrong?
not, well, I know,
Nothing
but
we can do about it now.
no, you should have appealed it then. But,
I'm all
he's
for
at
correcting it if it's wrong, but I don't think
He's at
he's provided any
1291.
evidence to
He's
the
at-
contrary.
$1.3 million. I don't know that no, he would not get $1.3 million for that property because there's nothing you can do with it. He's a ranch house and let's see here. I don't know. The half acre lots next to him are valued at 668 and 706. I mean, just because he's got the 2 acres doesn't mean, it's all usable. And I mean, he's like almost double.
Yeah, I mean, that seems weird because the way the curve is supposed to work, it shouldn't be double. Even if you could subdivide it, it shouldn't be double.
Exactly. So,
Land curve.
What you were just
The land,
explaining
like
about the,
everything's, like the land above us, once you have more than a building lot, the rest of it is on a curve. It's not like 2 acres is not double 1 acre.
Yeah, right.
dollar, yeah. Well, that's the whole
Right.
point. So, how do you get it to, and what is the value of that land? Because I think that's really what we're talking about. And I don't think he should be valued as having the value of 2 acres. 260, yeah.
I don't think there's, I don't see what the problem, I don't see why he wasn't valued the same way as Greenfield Hill. I don't really understand that because excess acreage is excess acreage.
I mean,
It was
even,
valued at like Greenfield Hill, and he'd have like that 2.5 neighborhood adjustment as opposed to a 1.4.
No, it's just that, no, he's in the neighborhood of 1.4, but, all that acreage is sitting there, he can't really do much with it, I mean.
Right.
so, I mean, considering his half acre lots are surrounding him are in the, 700 range. Do we put him in the 800, 900 range?
I mean, it's got to be worth something just because,
Yeah.
like, you do have that extra privacy. You get
Right, of
that
course, yes.
coverage. Like, he could probably expand his house because he's got cover. He's got the coverage.
I'm just thinking, what would it be worth to sell it right there? Because I would say probably a house like that would be somewhere in like maybe 799, low 800s. So, his dwelling is valued at, 151 right now. I mean, we put his land at 800, 850,
I'm okay with that.
and that would bring him to,
800 is where it was. I know it could have been wrong last time, but it was 798. Oh, no, that's where it is now. That's the assessed value. Never mind. It was,
Okay.
ignore me. 617. 800.
well, if we put him at 800, he'd be at 951, 800. Which honestly is a lot for what that is, what that house is. Because he's not far from Park Avenue.
No, he's not.
He's only a few houses down from Park Avenue. And that's just under $1 million for that. I think that's even high, but
Yeah.
If you took that land down to a 0.8, you'd be at 1.1 million.
still too high.
Still too high for just the land.
Well, I'm adding the house back in.
Yeah.
As a total, you'd be at 1.1. The house is only
If we're looking at market value, I don't think we should go over $1 million with that property. It's just not going to sell for that.
How big is the house?
If we priced him at 800, gave him a partial to 800, would that bring his value to 951,800?
And then add the house back in, so it comes out to 951,800. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that.
And that's still way higher than anybody else.
I wonder, I wonder if we could ask the assessor at some point, why not do that to every property that's like that?
That's another
Because
conversation.
this is an unusual property. It's not like we're asking to do it to every house, but this is 2 acres of land. I'm just saying, we should still vote on this one, but I'm just wondering for others.
I mean, do you agree that it wouldn't?
Oh, I agree.
Definitely wouldn't go over $1 million
No.
on that, a few doors down from Park Avenue?
Yep. And it's funny, because the one on Ermine that Harriet had,
Yeah.
when I was asking her about it today, she said originally they had people that were willing to pay the 1.5, or it was listed at 1.5. Then they found out they couldn't split it into threes.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 3 lots, yeah.
And you know why they can't split it? On a cul-de-sac, you can only have 10 houses.
Oh,
And that would make a let.
oh wow.
So that's never going to change. It's never going to be like, oh, they'll get a variance. There is no variance for that.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Huh,
Yep.
That's interesting. All right, well,
So what is-
I make a motion that we grant this appeal in part to 951,800. Can I second that?
I'll second it.
Second it?
All in
in favor?
favor of granting in part to 951, did you say?
951,800.
951, 800.
Who seconded?
I
Paulette,
Okay.
say aye. All opposed?
Okay.
Motion carried. What's the next, Celine?
414.
All right, let's just let Stephanie read into the record.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The amended amount 951,800. It passed 3-2. I'm sorry. Who didn't?
Chrissy
Peter.
and- Chrissy and Peter
Chrissy and Peter.
opposed.
Okay, Peter. Okay.
What was the next number?
Ready? Okay, the next appeal is number 414. The address is 2082 Stratfield Road. The appellant is Jessica Teed. And I make a motion to grant the appeal, the appellant at $485,000. The town has them at $548,000.
Yeah, I second that.
Okay. All right. So she had some comps here, but I only thought that 2 of them were good. So she's at Stratfield Road where it kind of curves at the end of Churchill Road there, where it's like really busy, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And she said that the house was on the market when they bought it. It was on the market for about a year. There's a problem with getting a bus because of the location. They don't like to stop there because they said all the traffic backs up and people are honking. You know, it's like sort of that curve where,
Well, if they're over there by where Churchill is, they're not too far from the local school either.
yeah. Oh, no. They're way up. I mean, it's actually,
The other end is.
yeah, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Now you got me thinking. I was thinking it was 2082. Hold on. There's no guest parking.
They're like
Deliveries are a problem. Wait a minute, I thought I had this location down in my head. But let me just see.
It's like halfway between
28.
Fairfield Woods and Brookline Parkway. That's not like, I don't know why that's problematic.
Yeah, it's right before Churchill, right before Churchill.
Okay.
So it's by Putting Green. It's like where you pull off to go to.
Oh, that end of Churchill, I was thinking of the other end.
Yeah, North
Okay.
Stratfield School. So I thought she has one on Toll House, which, you know, it's north of there, but not far. And honestly, I mean, I even looked for comps for her. I thought it was kind of hard to find. But she's got one on, let me pull down.
Toll House is like on the highway. It's kind of,
I mean, there's one on Bennett Street. That's a quiet street. And
Wouldn't that work in her,
that
like,
sold for $465 in November of '24. So you'd have to like timestamp that. There's one on Arena Place, which I wouldn't use that. That's a little too far away. Suburban, I wouldn't use that. And Lindley, I wouldn't use that. We talked about this in her appeal, but the one at Toll House sold for $480. And I think she could use a couple of these, but most of her comps, I told her I didn't think were very good. I think she can use the Bennett Street for $465, and that's actually a much better location than hers. And yeah, she brought one up on Timothy, and I said, oh no, wait, that's totally different
that's
end of
not-
town. And the only reason she wanted to use it is because of the traffic, and that, I mean, Timothy looks out on the highway, but she's in a really very busy location there, on Stratfield Road. And, you know, the town has her at 548, she wants to go to 485.
Well, if we took the Bennett Street one
Yeah,
and time adjusted it a year, let's say a year, so added 6%
yeah.
to that sale price, I believe it comes out to $492,900.
And the 132 Toll House, which sold in October of '25, sold for $480.
you think Toll House is a good comp? Like
Well,
Stratfield Road, it's like, that's on the highway.
right, but Toll House is quieter, but I mean, both of them.
You think Toll House is quieter? Isn't Toll House on the Merit, basically?
Well, it depends on where you are in Toll House,
Right.
but I mean, it's not going to get much louder than Stratfield Road right there.
There's a choice of you have the
Constant
parkway
traffic.
behind you making noise, or you have Stratfield Road in front of you making noise all day
I
long.
mean, I think it's comparable in terms of
If
noise.
you look at it that way, for noise, yes.
Right.
You know, this is when it's hard to find comps because there's just, you know.
I mean, there's a lot of sales on Stratfield Road.
Yeah, but I would say that's that's right before it turns into,
Eastern
the
Turnpike?
Eastern Turnpike there. I mean, I think much lower when you're down in that whole, Toilsome Hill area, it's very different.
But there's a couple like in the 2000s. There's 2010, 2024, 2132. Well, one of them, 2024. is
Right, what's the
huge,
size of the
4,000
subject?
What's the what?
What size of the subject?
She
You got 2
is,
bedrooms, 1.5 baths. Oh, no, wrong one, sorry.
no, she's, 3-bedroom, 1.5 baths, 1,082 square feet.
So it's small.
Yeah.
You have like, what is this? 10 Stratfield Road. 3-bedroom, 2 baths, sold for $826. That's back in 2023.
How big is it?
Yeah, well,
1,200 square feet. Not a lot right there.
and that's a ranch too.
Is that the one that was newer? No, that's not.
Yeah, that was a ranch that was completely redone, like absolutely gorgeous and gutted and expanded.
There was another one on Stratfield, probably around that time.
And that's it, and that's a ranch.
23 acres.
2032, just 1,600 square feet.
What are you saying, 2032?
Yeah, 1,600 square feet. How much did that one sell for?
That sold for 675, 4-bedroom, 2-bath. So that one,
That's the
in
one that-
December of 24, that one probably was not updated.
It wasn't updated?
I'm assuming it wasn't since it sold for so much less than the other one that you said was updated.
I don't,
I don't know.
I don't have a problem with it for you. It's a tiny little cape on a very busy street. I know exactly where this house is because it's like you can barely get out of the driveway.
Yeah, I mean,
The subject you're talking
I
about?
pass there all
Yeah.
the time.
I don't see that 2032 Stratfield.
2132?
Oh, 21.
I think it was
2132.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's all redone too. That was all redone. 2132. And that's not really a comp, because that's 1662 square feet. That's not even, yeah. I mean, this cape is tiny. So, I mean,
I'm inclined, it's a tiny, I mean, I don't want to marginalize any dollar amount, but it is a tiny amount.
yeah. And, that house stayed on the market for almost a year when it
Which
was
one?
on the market.
The Central
They
property?
bought it in 2019, no, yeah, I think 2019. And, no one wanted it because of the location. I remember when that was on the market. So, anyway, I'm inclined to,
Tiny adjustment.
The
for
485.
traffic.
Yeah, that's not that much for an adjustment.
yeah. All right, is any other remarks?
I'm okay.
Okay, so all in favor of the appellant's value of $485,000, say aye or raise your hand. All opposed?
Next.
Next is appeal number 11. Oh. Come on,
Mine's hanging there too.
it's circling.
We're buffering.
I got it. Let's see.
Huh.
It doesn't seem to want to pull up number 11.
Are you circling?
I'm still buffering.
I'm not circling.
Oh, there we go.
I'm not using Wi-Fi, that's why.
Oh,
11, you said?
yeah, come on. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, this is appeal number 11. And the address is 64 Lindley Drive. And the appellant is Kerry Gilgannon. I make a motion that we grant the appeal from the appellant in the value of $400,000. I'm losing my voice. The town has it valued at $681,000.
I'll second.
All right, let me pull this up. So this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath Cape, also 1,084 square feet. The second floor is an unfinished attic. And they've got, hold on here. He says his next door neighbors at 46 Lindley, if it's 46, I think it's 45. I think he was a mistake. I got to double check that because in my notes I have 45 Lindley, but he is 46. Has 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, 1,492 square feet, and sold for $351,000 in December of 24. I checked and it was not a tear down. 128 Lindley Drive sold for $515 in April of 25. And that had much greater square footage of 2,169 square feet. So those are 2 good comps right there. He's asking to go, and the town has him at 681 for a 2-bedroom, one bath cape at 1,084 square feet is way too high. But even on Lindley Street, right there, in its own neighborhood, those 2 comps for 351 and 515. The 128 is like double the square footage.
It's over 2,000 square.
Yeah. I personally think the 400 is low, and I think, in my opinion, it certainly shouldn't be 681, but I'm thinking because of the 128 that sold for 515. I could see him being, maybe a little over 400. Although 45 Lindley did sell for 351 in 1224. And if you timestamp that.
It is 46 Lindley. That sold for 350.
It's 46, okay.
46 Lindley. That was, it says it's an unqualified sale, but for what that's worth.
Well, that might be, because that house was if I'm correct, that house was sitting vacant for
Gotcha.
Yeah.
a while.
So, maybe he's at 425, 450. I wouldn't even 450 seems high, but Lindley, it's a nice street. Yeah, the one 351 that was vacant for a long, and it hasn't become a tear down. I don't know what they're doing with that, but I don't know if that's going to be a flip or it
It's like a builder that bought it. It's like, I wonder what they're planning.
Yeah, I have.
Well, he might be getting his permits and things in order, so it takes
Yeah.
them a while to sometimes get it on the market.
But the other one, it's a nice little street, but
It is a nice little street.
that's
Backs
a
up to the
tiny
golf
house.
course there.
What's that?
Backs up to the golf course.
Yeah, although this one doesn't exactly. This is when you come in on the right side. It's on the right side, and she's next to hers where the woods start.
Oh my God. The one that sold for 515. That's 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,100 something.
Yeah, twice the square footage.
Plus, the difference between the 2 and 3 bedroom is a lot.
Totally.
That's a huge difference in sales.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know, because we're not here to fight 46 Lindley Drive, but their appraisal was 710.
That one.
So
Which one was that? 50?
46 Lindley that sold for 350
Yeah.
in 2024, for whatever reason, is now being appraised at 710. I'm not saying I agree with it, I'm
And
just
if you
saying.
saw this property, you'd be like, what?
570.
That was bringing the whole neighborhood down. It was a blighted property for sure.
Like 64 Lindley, like the land is exactly the same. Like all these ones, land is pretty much the same.
I personally told her I thought that 400 was too low, but I think that I think 450 is like max. I'd be comfortable with 450 even.
I'll agree with that. If it was a 3-bedroom house, I might think differently, but that 2-bedroom really makes a huge difference.
Exactly. Well, it's the second floor is unfinished.
There you go.
It's all attic. Yeah. So, anybody else have any comments?
I mean, I agree with you that the 2-bedroom does make a difference, but I think even 425 is way too low for.
So 450, considering the fact that the other one sold for 515 in
Yeah.
April of 25, twice the square footage.
The square footage.
I mean, you know, how about that, Vic Biddy? Victor.
Yep. He's a character.
And it is hard to find 2-bedroom comps.
It is, there aren't many.
It's hard.
So are you making?
So, I mean, I'll make the motion that we grant this appeal in part to 450. Anybody want to start?
So that's an amended motion, right?
Yeah.
Right. So what was it? Say it again.
What's that?
What was the amount?
To 450.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Opposed?
Opposed? Okay. Next one is 434.
434.
Oh, yeah. So all right, so this is appeal number 434. The address is 250 Adley Road. The appellants are Beverly and Keith Crudgington. And, I make a motion that we grant the appeal, the appellant in the amount of $434,000. Oh, it matches their appeal number. And the town's value is $688,400. Yeah, I don't know what that 481,88 is. Give it there. Oh, I know why. That was the assessed value. That's why it's there. All right, so they talked about the condition. And there's lots of, I think there's photos in here. Yeah. So they have a tree that on their property that the roots of the tree have affected the house. In the inside of the house, the floor in the kitchen is cracking from the root of the tree, and there's photos in that further down. You have 10 by 10 asbestos-backed flooring, not only in the kitchen, but the living room and the bedroom. On the first floor is pretty much all that asbestos-backed tiling. But if you go down and look at the photos of the floor, you can see the crack. I said, have you had an engineer out there? It's like, yeah, we have. And they said there's really nothing we can do. You just have, we'd have to pull up the entire floor and get in there. I mean, without pulling everything apart and gutting it, they wouldn't know how to deal with it. But they also got an estimate for removing of the tile flooring. They said the roof is old. The roof on the garage is even older. The roof is 27 years old. The gas boiler was 46 years old.
They don't make them like that anymore.
With a 20-year warranty. I know. The windows, the seals are all broken. There are 14 windows and 2 sliders that all need to be replaced at the cost of $16,000. They said the total number of repairs is, about $125,000, and half of the backyard is sloping. I told them that they needed. I told them that they needed appeals for this. I'm sorry, did I say appeals? Comps for this, that's what I meant. So they They came with the one on, because honestly, what I said was that you almost seem like you're a tear down. I mean, it's, the condition of the house was so bad. It is on a slab. So I know they came with appeals on Davis Road and one on Lloyd. The one on Davis, 550 Davis, sold for $537,500 in May of '24. The one on 72 Lloyd Drive sold for $518,000 in October of '25. And both of those were actually similar in size, lot size. The two I just gave you were 0.28 and 0.26, and the appellant's property is 0.33. So,
What was the first one I'm saying?
550 Davis.
That sold for like $1.5 million.
That's new construction. We're talking about this being a tear down and what this would be if a builder were to buy it. And so the one on 550 Davis sold for $537,500. And then the one on 72 Lloyd sold for $518,000. So, they want to go to $434,000. They're on a slab. They wouldn't even be able to do a new construction, which both of these are new construction, and they both have full basements. So they wouldn't even be able to do that, and a builder might not even want that property. I know there's new construction up there without basements, but they don't like it. Builders don't like that when they can't put a basement in. A lot of those houses, because of the rock ledge, are,
That's a
on
whole
slabs.
neighborhood. There's a whole neighborhood without it.
I mean,
Hadley is all ledge. And
yeah, I mean, some of it. Yeah, I mean, I sold one on Adley last year, and they have a full basement.
a lot of the houses on that street don't have these.
Yeah, I mean, this is a 4-bedroom, and one. It's interesting. It's like one bath, 4-bedroom, 1 bath, and 1,638 square feet. It's a cape, although it's a weird cape because it's only got one dormer.
Oh, in the middle?
Instead of on the left.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's one of those, we need more space, so we'll just put it right there. But it's got a lot of issues, and you can see, because they're on a slab, why they would have that issue with the root of the tree. There's nowhere for that root to go. It's not going into the rock ledge. It's going right into the house. So that's an engineering issue, and I don't know how they get around that. But the house is not in updated condition, but I still think it's certainly not worth $688,400, but $434 seems low to me.
I mean, there are a number of sales on Hadley that are pretty significant. So, I mean, even if builders don't like, the slab, they are obviously building new homes there. They're, getting over $1 million.
Yeah, but not
the new ones, not for.
Right.
Well, yeah, but that, I mean.
I think I'm saying the land is, the land has value.
Well, it does, but I mean, I don't know that this land has that value. I mean, and also, there were no new constructions on Adley, because I looked, and the closest one to Adley that I could find were Davis and Lloyd. That so.
Like the lowest sale on Adley.
There's a what?
The lowest sale on Adley was in '24 at $615,000.
see here.
That I see. 1,632 square feet, so roughly the same size. 2 bathrooms, though. 1 bath is sort of unusual, I guess, with 3 bedrooms.
Well, if you're looking at that spreadsheet, the first 2 are the same house. You just traded twice.
Oh, yeah, that
I
was,
know it's sold twice, but that's
Yeah.
weird, like for only a small difference.
I was looking at, so, I mean, this house, this is 250 Adley, so I was looking at 288 Adley. I mean, it was sold in, January of '24, so obviously outside the period, but, that was sold for 139.
That's like a
oh,
3,600.
yeah, but then it's
Yeah.
like,
Right, but I mean, I'm, but I'm talking about the land value.
Something, right.
Right.
I mean, I sold one on 399 Adley for 653, but that had a full basement and similar in size, but that was in January of 25.
That 288 Atlee was in 22, had a second story added and like got remodel renovation.
I mean, so this is still higher than that, than that last one at 399 that I sold for 653. And it didn't have the structural problems that this house has. And didn't have all, didn't, the house on, this one on Adley, 399 had, nice flooring, had a fireplace. I mean, the kitchen was okay. It wasn't brand new, updated, but it wasn't ancient. It wasn't like as bad as the appellant's property. And it also, it had the basement, which is huge. I think it's huge. When you're on a slab, that's
Well, on 399 is also appraised, currently appraised at 729.
what's that?
It's currently appraised at 729.
It doesn't matter what we're looking back at
I think we all agree 688 is too high, but 430.
yeah, I mean, so, that's the thing. Where's the number? Somewhere in the middle. I mean, I think,
It's already done.
I think 434 is too low, but I mean, and I did tell them, I said, you got to get some sold comps, but he said, well, there aren't. But I did. I said, well, you're a tear down. I said, "Let's go
What did you say you found, Davis and somewhere else?
Davis and Lloyd. That's why I thought,
And what were they at?
37 and 518. I mean, even if we did 520, 525. I think that's fair for a property like that on a slab in that condition with those structural issues.
Right, yeah.
I'm okay with
I
that.
can get behind that.
550.
Good.
What is that? What I said? 525. What did I say? 525.
Well, I think 525 is probably around the average of the
I said
525.
525. Yeah, and 5. Yeah. All right. I make a motion that we grant this appellant an appeal in part to 525.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay.
All right, guys, it is almost 9 o'clock. I actually have a very early pick up someone, so do you want to do one more?
Sure, I'll do one more.
How many we have left?
Unless you want to stop right now.
Yeah, I mean, we can stop right now. I mean, you know,
Yeah,
Which
it's
was
9 o'clock.
the,
I mean, it doesn't make a difference. One doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, first this week.
What about the one that was tabled?
Yeah,
Are we
Stephanie, do you
tabling-
remember the number on that one?
Yeah,
8:43,
yeah, I don't think I got a response.
8:43.
8:43.
This is Majesty.
Okay.
I didn't get a response from Ross.
Um,
Well, and that's important because we're going to have we're going to have several of those.
Yeah, we're gonna have quite a few of
Technically,
those.
table means that we're moving it to a later point in the meeting, so I'll make a motion that we defer 8:43 to a future meeting.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. My sister, no, Tim.
Second that.
He's a great guy. His wife has a sister who's married to Tom Walker, a guy in my class at CUA. Who was
Second.
Oh, thank you.
They all went to Catholic here.
We have to vote.
Half of my family went to
All in
Catholic.
favor?
Everyone thought I went to
All in
Catholic.
favor?
Okay,
Okay,
that's it, we got it.
all right. So we just have to remember to bring
You know Deirdre?
8:43 back.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
No.
won't forget that, Neil.
Funny.
so am I putting a BAA value for that one, or that's no
No,
value?
you're saying no, it's put no action for now, and we'll have to bring it back.
Codes
Okay,
on there
Like
that we are
some
not
weird
sure of,
codes
so
on
we need
there.
to get some answers from the assessor's office. Because they seem to increase the value.
Yeah. As Neil put it a very good way. He put a premium on it.
Yeah.
You know, you might want to ask, are we still being recorded or are we all done?
No, we are still being recorded, so. All right, Stephanie, do you need anything from us? We'll end the meeting. Whoops.
I'm on mute. Just to end the meeting so I can record the time.
Oh, yeah, motion to adjourn.
Motion, we need to do a motion to adjourn?
What?
Did we do a motion to adjourn?
I think we need to.
Yeah, okay,
Make a motion to adjourn.
motion to adjourn?
I'll second.
Okay.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Yep.
Aye.
Unanimous.
8:57.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Stephanie.